Alright, let's do this. Let's go live. Chop chop, we got a live stream to do. How's everyone doing today? Oh, we hope well. I don't know how much of that was cut off, but hey guys, I'm live. I am live, and these cicadas are loud. I'm crazy. So I hear this the entire time. Cicadas. Just background music, infinite cicadas. There's this chirping. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing well on this Monday night. Guys know what Monday nights are for. Those few of you who are here. I'm here to have fun. Hope you guys are here to have fun as well. Hey, this ain't Higurashi. Well, it isn't, but it's some summer Higurashi coming our way. It's because we're getting into the Halloween theme, you know, since we're so close to Halloween. By the way, normally I would do a live stream for Halloween. Let me check what day it falls on. That was not my calendar. Halloween is on a Wednesday. Can't stream that Wednesday. Huh. Also, log in with my other account. Yes. Just so everyone knows. Better work. There it is. We got it. We got it. Our bot's working. It's an exclamation point Bob Shade. Made simpler. Yep, only Bob. Bob Churro, best husband or waifu? Alright, we're more of the Fruit of Grisaia. Sachi is patiently waiting so we can have a date. And we're patiently waiting for 7 PM EST to roll around so I can actually start. I'll probably add more commands as time passes, but for now, you know, if you exclamation point commands, you can see what commands we have. Dude, Bob Churro is the best meme of all time. Clearly. That's what people look for. To go, Bob Churro, Bob Churro. You have to give it a random name, you know? And there it is. How's it going, King? There's no Sylvester Stallone road. Anyway, it is 7 PM EST. Good morning, Uni. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Monday Night Livestream with your host, yours truly, animefanrk2k, playing the Fruit of Grisaia. Still on the Sachi route. The cicadas are attacking my eardrums. So, without further ado, I'm going to get through this. On a summer morning already hot enough to inspire full-throated chirping from the cicadas, Sachi silently devotes herself to her self-imposed duties, dressed as always in her long-sleeved maid uniform. Oh my god, Michiru actually saved us from cicada sounds for a little bit. I was watching over her from afar, busy myself braiding the hair of a deranged cave gremlin. Object all you want, but I've been hearing some distinctively goblin-esque grunting from your direction for a while now. Oh, watch out with that goblin talk. That Goblin Slayer anime has started. What? Yo, Michiru's best. You know what? Just for that, I'm gonna make a new command. We will add the command! Exclamation point Michiru. Alright guys, you ready for the best Michiru command? Do exclamation point Michiru and you'll know. She heard his inner monologue? No. Yuji said that out loud. So you're emitting bizarre noises at random intervals without conscious intent. Ever been tested for Tourette's syndrome? Oh! Did not do it yet? When I add a new one. Oh, it's because Shade, you spelled Michiru's name wrong. Spelled Michiru's name wrong. There you go, guys. You guys enjoy those. I hope you guys like my Michiru one. And I made a Michiru one just for you, Shade. Just to tell you to spell it right. King, it's just cancer. Spelling is an issue for everybody. It's true. When you're, especially when you're on mobile and stuff, it's tough to type. Well, if you say so. No worries on that front. Got a date scheduled after this. Oh man, Michiru's so jelly. Michiru fans herself vigorously with one hand, face contorted into an expression I haven't seen since the time she mistook lukewarm leftover soup for barley tea and guzzled it all down. That's oddly specific. Sachi and I arranged the date in question yesterday, shortly after my little pep talk for Amane. Turning to the athletic grounds, I found Sachi still maintaining a quite respectable standby pose, nibbling from a box of soy milk donuts with Makina at her side. Apologize for my lack of consideration, fully expecting Sachi's standard "I don't mind in the least" in reply. In a somewhat unusual turn of events, she instead asked, "In that case, what shall we do for the rest of the date?" And so after a brief discussion, we decided to wipe the slate clean of our half-assed first date and give it a fresh start the next day. Got that Naruto face? Yo, you mean Boruto's dad? Alright, we're done. Give Michiru a light thump on the shoulder to signal the completion of her twin tail tying request. Standing from the bench she'd been lounging on, Michiru reaches up and examines my work with her own hands. Oh snap, comparable to Sachi. Well, I've ever seen her do this once or twice, so I had an example to work off. Some sort of superhuman? Oh, as a matter of fact, it just got out Drake's Blackout stream. How was it? Yo, is Blackout good? I hear it's decent. You don't like? You do like the over? Oh, you do like? I was like, you don't like the camaraderie? No, you do like the overall camaraderie between all the two. Yes, I enjoy that wholeheartedly. As we're chatting, I notice Sachi's actually singing a relatively normal song as she works. Something of a first. So the guy named Shaun of the Dead. Holy crap, Michiru knows. Really? What? You mean Michiru knows how Sachi's feeling? You're telling me Michiru knows? Oh wait, we already knew this. She is actually very observant. I mean, yeah, that's gonna happen sometimes, you know. So not everyone's gonna be good at these newfangled first-person shooter games. I mean, take for example that this guy named animefanrk2k who's playing Borderlands the pre-sequel with his friends. Just literally gets destroyed all the time when driving. Anyway, that a fact. It might be relatively loose orders, but Makina did ask Sachi to warble her ludicrous tunes. In other words, Sachi must be attached to this song to the point where it can occasionally override her standard system of prioritization. She has some special affection for that song? Can't honestly say I'm not curious, but I suppose the important thing is knowing what it means about her mood. Prying into the exact details could be counterproductive. Yeah, Borderlands pre-sequel is fun. Call of Duty is just awful. Depends on the game, King. There are definitely better ones. There are definitely some that are better than the others. Like, that's why I don't play Call of Duty anymore. They had too many. Too many ones. I was like, eh. Appreciate it. To demonstrate my gratitude, I'll let you watch. Hey Sachi, have a second? Why can't I just perm migrate to Twitch? I might consider it actually, Nyarbad, and welcome. Like, but you know, I have people who watch my YouTube stuff, and I have people who watch me here specifically on YouTube, so, you know. Hey, and I post on my page all the time. Sachi trots right over when I call out her name, offering a greeting that inspires a truly spectacular grimace from Michiru. Looking a little pale in the face there, Michiru, my friend. Just now realized that you forgot to eat breakfast? Well, that sounds good. No, I don't recall forcing her to do that, or giving any indication I wanted her to. Guys, are you literally guys challenging each other to a card game in my chat? What is this? Yu-Gi-Oh? Stop it. I'll be fine. You hang in there yourself, alright? It's always darkest before the dawn. As Michiru rides in frustrated confusion, Sachi smiles brightly and conspicuously leans her head in my direction. The gesture is a pretty blatant request for another of those petting sessions, but fortunately, while your intentions were good, that wasn't quite worthy of a pat on the head. Aww. Redeal. In typical fashion, Sachi offers no complaint or objection despite this obviously disappointing result. Judging from the way she proactively presented herself for attention, Michiru's assessment of her mood seems to be relatively accurate. So, how far have you gotten with the courtyard? In that case, I like to get going before this heat gets any worse. Before I can finish the thought, there's the distinctive sound of a certain engine drawing near. A sound that can only mean one thing. Uh-oh. Guess she's here. Work! God damn it, JB. Have they done the thing yet? Creechy, this is a Steam version, probably not. This ain't no Amane route, okay? We'll get to that later. Anyway, after saying goodbye to Michiru, who apparently finds encountering genuine blonde somewhat depressing, Sachi and I make our way to the front gate. JB's leaning against her flashy sports car, waving in our direction. Look, didn't I tell you to give me advance warning of your visits? Looks like you're done. Bye. Oh, God!
ユージから付き合うことになったって報告を受けてからまだ1週間も経っていないけど、もうそんなことになっているの？
JB, do you know what happened with Amane? Did you remember the Amane route? Yeah, I posted an hour before. Yeah, I do because I might forget, so I post early on like my Facebook, my Twitter, and stuff because then I have the hour to also get ready for the live stream. I spend like a good 35 minutes of it getting ready too sometimes. Holy shit, she's interacting. JB interacts with people, yeah. Just to make things perfectly clear, Sachi's referring to the training, physical exercise, that sort of hot and sweaty. Oh man, that's my girlfriend for you, just full of surprises. But anyway, since when were you two this friendly? What?
初めてサチに会った時なんか、ほうきを竹槍のように構えられて、せやーって威嚇されたんだから。
I want to see that scene.
あの時は春寺さんが不審者に見えてしまったもので、本当にすみませんでした。
I want to see that scene where Sachi's brandishing the broom. Where's that scene on my route?
もう謝らなくてもいいのよ。今はユージがお世話になってるんだし。
Hey, Overwatch is good stuff, by the way, never bad. Smile on JB's face bears a striking resemblance to Amina's up-to-no-good expression. When women smirk like this, my experience suggests that events are about to take a markedly irritating turn.
それでどう？覚醒の恋愛ってくらいには青春してるの？
Why didn't the anime adapt that? Oh, the anime didn't do it either! Yo, that is a missed opportunity of Sachi brandishing her broom. Chainsaw, what? Are you seriously asking me that? What are you, some gossipy old lady from across the street?
あら、私はユージの保護者なんだから、そっちの状況も把握しておくのは当然じゃない。
Is that how it works? I already gave you what you absolutely need to know, didn't I? See no reason to volunteer more.
じゃあいいわ。代わりにサチに聞いちゃうから。
Oh, no. The great show of pouty sulkiness. JB pulls Sachi away from my side and wraps an arm around her shoulder. No!
ねえサチ、お姉さんにこっそり教えてほしいんだけど、もうユージとはキスしたの？
Look, you.
幼い頃に頬へのチューはしたことがあるのですが、付き合い始めてからはまだになります。
I think that they did make a reference to that in the mutual route. Now that I think about it, I would have to go back and look at it. I feel like it's been like a few dozen hours.
じゃあもしかしてまだ手もつないでいなかったり？
はい、他にもハグや甘噛みといった恋人らしい行為には及んでいません。
No play biting, guys. I think JB ships, JB wants to see Yuji happy, so she'll be happy with whoever he ends up with. And just completely shocked if it's Makina, what?
甘噛みが恋人らしいかどうかは検討の余地があるとして、まだ手もつないでないってことは相当大事にされてるわね、サチは。
What?
そうなのでしょうか。
Don't use a chainsaw.
そうよ、ユージなんて隙を見せたらすぐにガオーって襲ってくるんだから。
What?
もしそうだとしたら少し意外です。
Well, I like how they're trash talking Yuji right in front of him. Stop feeding her lies, woman.
ほら、嘘じゃないでしょ。
そうなんですか、ゆうくん。
Uh-oh, Sachi looks a little bit more concerned about this. She speaks, Sachi stares up at me with eyes clear and bright as glass beads. All I'm going to say is this. JB starts talking like an effeminate stage magician. You really shouldn't take anything she says too seriously.
はい、わかりました。
サチの返事はこう聞いてる方が心配になってくるくらい素直な返事ね。
Well, you could say that's one of her good points.
そうだったわね。
She doesn't realize.
サチのおかげであなたたちが清い交際をしていることは分かったわ。
Well, unlike the Amina route where there was a lot of stuff happening. So you're satisfied now, right? Better get back before the brass starts squawking.
隙があればすぐに追い返したがるんだから。
When you have an actual reason to visit, I don't think I treat you unkindly.
それならあさってあたりに仕事が入りそうだから予定は開けておくようにね。
Oh man, that threat. Usually has a straight face. Sounds like a fun anime. That was the point of this visit. She sure took her time getting around to mentioning it. Alright, send me the details when you can.
もちろん。じゃあんまり二人の仲を邪魔しても悪いし、私はそろそろ職場に戻るわね。
The exaggerated wink, JB slips into the driver's seat of her prancing horse.
それからサチ、
なんでしょう。
ユージは寝相が悪いから一緒のベッドで寝るときは気をつけた方がいいわよ。
What?
はい、わかりました。
それじゃあ二人とも またねー。
After teasing us one final time, JB rolls up her window and speeds off in a shrill burst of sound pollution. Okay, just to be clear, I don't toss her in my sleep.
確かにゆうくんは立ったまま寝ていそうなイメージでした。
Wow, that's a bit over the top. But anyway, do you finally understand not to take that woman at her word?
でもゆうくんのことを心配して顔を出してくれたんですから誠実な人なのではないでしょうか。
Basically, yeah, maybe. You could resist the impulse to screw around like that.
なるほどです。
More importantly, about the date.
今日はゆうくんがデートのプランを考えてくれるんですよね。
Yeah, thought we'd go walk around some stores.
買い物ですか？
Right, window shopping, as they call it.
つまりゆうくんは窓が欲しかったんですね。
Pretty decent. Try that one on a veteran marine who's gotten through sick of constantly floating around in iron tubs. And you'd probably get a drunken roar of laughter.
冗談を言ったつもりはないのですが。
Right, I keep forgetting she's a natural at this. Anyway, I did take my best stab at thinking up an appropriate first date here. Is the shopping plan alright by you?
はい、ゆうくんとのお買い物デート、とても楽しみです。
Gonna buy all the things we need. Contraceptives, wait, what? Good, in that case, let's make our preparations. Then meet up here in 10.
はい、わかりました。
Sachi's of course still in her maid outfit. Dot dot dot. Not even glancing at the store windows to her left and right, Sachi shuffled silently forward, completely lost in her own little world. Came straight to the shopping area around the station as planned. Sachi's mood appears to have taken a dramatic turn of some sort in the course of the last 15 minutes. As a little experiment, I try stopping quietly in my tracks. Completely oblivious, Sachi continues to walk briskly down the sidewalk. Hey, Sachi!
すみません、私今ぼーっとしていました。
The adorable date's beginning. I'm not sure if it's adorable. Don't see that every day. Something on your mind?
そのゆうくんとハルデラさんのことを考えていました。
Uh-oh. Me and JB?
はい。
Not to repeat myself, but if there's something on your mind, you can go ahead and say it.
それが私も何をゆうくんに聞きたいのかがよくわかりません。
Huh. The hell? Sachi's explanation is so amazingly unhelpful that I reflexively respond a little curtly. Sorry, can you try to go into a little more detail?
学園を出たあたりから仲良くしているゆうくんとハルデラさんの映像が私の頭の中に浮かんできたのですが、そのことを考えているとマキちゃんにサッチンはインランメイドなのよさと言われた時のような気持ちになって。
Oh, little angries. I see. Based on what I can infer from that explanation, it's simple jealousy. And although that feeling is obviously the result of JB's malicious little pranks, Sachi probably isn't capable of recognizing either the cause or effect of what they are. Alright, got some advice for you on this one, Sachi.
どんなことでしょうか。
File those feelings away and make sure you don't forget them. But for the moment, try not to let them bother you too much.
ゆうくんはとても難しいことを言うんです、ね。
Oh yeah, that's probably hard. It's pretty simple actually. Just empty your head for now.
もしそうだとしたら、どうして今は忘れた方がいいんでしょう。
Actually, King, an outfit change would be a pretty big thing for Sachi, who wears nothing but maid outfits or her school uniform. Because those are both on orders. So the fact that she would change her outfit in the first place would probably be very big. That would be not quite spoilerish, because I would assume that there'd be something involved with characters, you know, growing. So yeah, anyway. Because you'll be able to enjoy the date that way.
なるほど。単 単純明快な上になぜかものすごい説得力です。
Well, he wants you to enjoy the drink, so it's like, yeah, well, let's enjoy. Feeling any better?
はい、ゆうくんのおかげで喉に刺さっていた担当が取れた思いです。
He wasn't holding the dagger there to begin with, don't worry. That a fact. The girl can lay the hyperboles on a little thick at times. Come on, I misspeak all the time, but at least get it right so that I don't say the wrong thing. But it sounds like this really was a load on her mind. In any case, it's encouraging to see Sachi starting to puzzle over things she doesn't understand.
では最初にゆうくんが欲しいものを見て回りましょう。
Oh. Something I want.
はい、私の方は特に購入を考えているものはありませんから。
That's true. Well, you know, window shopping's weird. Window shopping is a weird kind of thing to do, because, you know, it's like no real destination and stuff. You're just kind of meandering. I mean, I'm not saying that's bad. Like personally, you know, it's very good, but at the same time, like, it's tough, man. Window shopping's tough because, in like my case, there isn't that much I want to buy that I can't just buy because I want to. So, and the things I can't, they aren't exactly things you find in Windows. I mean, like, you know, like you can find like you can find new cars in Windows, yes, but that's usually not where you go for window shopping. The only thing that really comes to mind on the spur of the moment is books. But even there, I'm doing all right with Sakaki's leftovers for the time being. Everything necessary for my job at Ichikaya is provisioned to me from the company's stock of government-supplied goods. Can't think of anything I urgently need to get my hands on at the moment. Well, if I really stretch things a bit, there's a new scope they're making overseas that I've been wanting to try out, I guess?
それは困りました。海外への渡航にはパスポートが必要になるので、申請に時間がかかってしまいます。
In other words, if the prep time wasn't an issue, this girl wouldn't hesitate to launch an international expedition as part of a casual shopping trip. As I try to come up with something else I'm interested in buying, I casually glance over at Sachi walking quietly at my side in full maid uniform. No matter how accustomed she is to that thing, it's downright mind-boggling that she can wear a heavy multi-layered outfit in this heat without shedding even a drop of sweat.
ゆうくん、もしかして今俺が欲しいのは小峰幸の体だ。うえへへと目で合図を送りましたか？
へへへ。No, you did not.
そうですか。
She looks slightly disappointed, guys. That is so. That said, she's not entirely off base, so my idea does concern her body. Alright, how about I buy you some clothes to complement that body of yours?
私の服ですか？
Yeah, I had this thought earlier, but wearing a long-sleeve maid uniform in the dog days of summer isn't really in the spirit of things.
それなら夏場用のトロピカルが。
Tropical summer uniform? Maid uniform? Right, sure. Only bet it's still got long sleeves.
はい、長い野戦の間、マラリア原虫を媒介しようとする蚊から身を守るために必要不可欠な機能になりますので。
Malarial protozoa? Oh my god. They do say a good 2/3 of the troops battling over New Guinea ended up afflicted with malaria, but at present I'm fairly sure the Anopheles minimus mosquitoes capable of spreading the disease can't be found anywhere in Japan other than a small region of Okinawa.
他にも亜熱帯地方では。
Okay, whatever. For now, let's just take a look at the store over there. Come on.
はい。
Alright, we're doing clothing shopping with Sakaki.
こんなに買ってもらっていいのでしょうか？
As we leave the store, Sachi poses an anxious question, glancing down at the shopping bags dangling from both her hands. All well and good that I decide to buy her clothes, but even my avaricious reading habits never extended to female-oriented fashion magazines. I was largely clueless on this one. For lack of a better plan, I ended up indiscriminately buying everything recommended by a saleswoman who spoke something just barely qualifying as Japanese. According to JB, women can never have too many clothes.
それは みちる様もよくおっしゃっていますが、私は全くお金を払っていないので、これをいただくのはとても悪い気がします。
No need to worry about that. Fortunately, I've got a part-time job, so buying a few presents for my girlfriend isn't anything out of the ordinary.
それはそうなのですが。
She looks a little troubled. Personally speaking, I consider buying you clothes. Money well spent. Aww. If you're saying you don't want them, feel free to use them as rags when you're cleaning. Won't hold it against you.
それは絶対にありません。雑巾にするくらいなら腹巻きにしてでも身につけます。
Aww. I guess there's no problem. In that case, why don't you wear those clothes every once in a while? To the degree that it doesn't interfere with the pre-existing request about your maid uniform.
それもなかなか難しい注文です。
No, it's pretty simple. Why don't you just wear them when you feel like wearing them?
私が着たいと思った時に着れば。
I bet the next day. I bet like right now maybe even she's gonna change, right? Repeating my words like a parrot, such to close her eyes in thought. Relation to my final objective, giving her these presents is something of a test. It's also genuinely true that I want to see Sachi in normal clothes for once. Alright, next I guess we could just wander around for a while. Take a step forward, but Sachi doesn't budge.
ゆうくん。
Hmm?
ありがとう。
Oh. Oh.
ありがとう、ゆうくん。
When Sachi speaks those plain words, memory flashes before my eyes. Thank you. Apart from my family, Sachi was the one and only person in my claustrophobic little world who said those words to me on a regular basis. For Sachi, it might well have been nothing but a simple expression of gratitude for the praise I lavished on her. But for me, every thank you offered me heartwarming relief from the feelings of inferiority and worthlessness that otherwise defined that period of my life. Well, we'll see. We'll see about that. Maybe it was just a childish misconception on my part, a groundless, self-centered delusion. It felt as though she was telling me, "You're alright as you are. It's alright for you to be here." Yeah. Watching Sachi answer my curt grunt of acknowledgement with a happy smile, realize that whatever else has changed over the years, that feeling's still the same. That warmth still rises to the surface. Even in that alone, I think Sachi's a special presence in my life. Alright, Sachi, let's get going.
Hi.
That was actually a good smiley face that they had for her. Glad we managed to find something that caught your interest as well.
はい、みちる様にぴったりなサメさんのリボンも見つかって大満足です。
We wandered aimlessly through a few other stores until we stumbled across the item in question. Her prize in hand, Sachi smiles triumphantly at me as we leave the shop. So, what is that thing made from? Shark skin?
いえ、素材の方ではなく、こうして輪を作った時にサメさんが大口を開けているように見えるデザインらしいのですが、ハート型に似た歯の形状からモチーフになっているサメさんがホウジロザメではなくイタチザメであることが判別できるあたり、匠のこだわりを感じさせます。
That's so. Future is really looking to complement that sparkly pouch of hers with this sort of realistic nature design. It's got a fairly inconsistent fashion sense. Well, now that we've both bought something, I guess it's about time we headed back to the dorm.
そうですね。
So desu ne. Like how sharks are part of her character? Sharks go. When I change the subject, Sachi responds somewhat distracted. She turned her head slightly to one side, followed her gaze to a bus stop bench where a man's lying down with his head in his girlfriend's lap.
Nah, 俺ってやっぱ恥ずかしくねえか？
そこがいいんじゃん。
Don't know what's gonna happen. Nope, no idea. There's a good bit of distance between us, so I can't hear their conversation that well. The atmosphere over there seems pretty nice. From all appearances, they're a couple in the height of the honeymoon phase. Sachi, we must do that. When I look back, Sachi's still boring holes into the pair with her eyes. After Jamie suggested pestering this morning, She might well have developed some curiosity about this sort of physically romantic action. Something on your mind?
あ、いえ、少しバス停の方を眺めていただけですから。
You say so. Judging from that oddly vague answer, it seems she doesn't want me to know she was looking at the couple in particular. Okay, let's head back.
はい、そうしましょう。
Stairs! Stairs. More stairs! By the time we reach the campus, Sachi's got her head completely in the clouds again. This would be the second time in the last few hours. Considering she's normally alert enough to come running when someone calls her name, this is definitely an unusual state of affairs.
膝枕、抱き枕に氷枕。
Wait, what? Korimakura? Ah, so that's it. Although it's actually a little worrisome that she's this transparent, this time she's clearly just gotten herself caught up on the lap pillow concept. Hey, Sachi?
はい、なんでしょう。
Want me to guess what you're thinking about right now?
それは何かの勝負のお誘いでしょうか。
No, nothing like that. I'm just pretty sure I know what's on your mind at the moment. Want to see if I'm on the money?
それが本当だとしたらすごいです。ぜひ当ててみてください。
Alright, I'll get straight to the answer. Sachi, you're currently thinking about trying out the classic lap pillow maneuver, yes? Munyo! Judging from that goofy little yelp, she genuinely wasn't expecting this answer. Can I take that to mean I'm correct?
はい。何のヒントも出していない状態での大正解に心臓のバクバクが止まりません。
No hints, huh?
以前にもユウくんはエスパーなのではないかと疑ったことがありますが、今回は特にすごいです。
This particular case, she was pretty transparent about it, let's be honest. Actually, in this case, I'm pretty sure anyone with a functioning set of ears could produce the same supernatural insight. Exactly.
つまり、ユウくんの手にかかれば、私は常に丸裸ということになってしまいます。
That's a good phrase. Considering how sordid you make this sound, you seem remarkably calm.
そんなことはありません。こう見えて心はドキドキです。
Love dubbing? Doki doki, man. Okay then, why don't we step that doki doki up a notch?
ドキドキドキですか？
Can't say exactly how many extra dokis we'll get, but since you're interested, I'm officially proposing we give this lap pillow a try. Hizamakura. Conveniently enough, there's a setting ideal for the purpose close at hand. Point to one of the benches that dot the courtyard, sitting in the shade of a tall tree.
確かにベンチはありますが。
All these bags end up being slightly heavier than expected, so it'd be nice to rest my arms a little as well. Oh snap! Of course, my arms aren't even slightly sore, and the dorm's right in front of us. But no need to mention it. No need to mention it. Yeah, minor details. Let's get a lap pillow time.
そうですね。あまり無理をさせるのは良くないですし、休憩ということでしたら。
Alright, sounds like the matter's decided. I pull Sachi over to the bench and settle down in the classic lap pillow pose as previously demonstrated by the couple in town.
本当に膝枕もするのでしょうか？
Yeah, ignorant as it may be about these matters, do know the basic theory behind the lap pillow. Leave the rest to me. Alright, success. She looks so torn. Sachi's face stares up from my lap, frozen with all the meek anxiety of a terrified kitten. Well, what are your impressions now that you're experiencing the real deal?
ユウくんの膝は硬すぎず、それでいて柔らかすぎず、まさに絶妙の枕加減なのですが。ごく一般的な膝枕というのは、女性の方が男性の頭を膝の上に乗せるものなのではないでしょうか。
Now that you mention it, the man was the one lying down at the bus stop, wasn't he?
なので、この膝枕はどちらかというと、少し特殊な部類に入ると思われます。
Sachi gets the lap, Yuji is the pillow. I didn't even consider which of us should be the pillow and which the pillowed. Well, if you want to take the opposite role, we can switch.
そうですね。せっかくのお言葉なのですが、それはやめておきます。
She's enjoying herself. Sure about that.
よく考えたら、ゆうくんが枕役をやるというのもこれっきりかもしれないですから。
Aww. I see. Yeah, guess you could look at it that way.
はい。
The moment Sachi offers that brief response, a gentle gust of wind rolls through the shaded courtyard. It makes it very hard for you guys to hear my voice. What? A lingering breeze, not so strong as to be irritating, but enough to bring a pleasant cool.
風が気持ちいいですね。
That it does.
セミさんも鳴き始めました。
Goddamn cicadas. Yeah.
ゆうくんの顔がすぐそばにあります。
Does it make your heart go doki doki? Well, as long as it's just your heart. If it was behind your eyes, we'd have a problem.
そうですね。
She puts her feelings into words as they come to her, offer brief, meaningless responses. At some point in this trivial little exchange, a smile spread across Sachi's face. I begin to feel the sort of simple tranquility that comes with cradling a purring cat on your lap. Hey Sachi, enjoyed the date today?
はい、とても楽しかったです。
No hesitation.
もちろん即答です。だって実際に楽しかったですから。
Oh. Even though we just wandered around by the station?
はい。ゆうくんと一緒にたくさんお店を回れた上に、可愛い服まで買っていただきました。
What? Alright, Shade. I wish the best on your end, alright? Well, I'm glad you had fun, but you're really easy to please, aren't you?
実際のところはそうでもないかもしれませんよ。
Oh, elaborate.
だって今はこうして彼氏さんに枕役をやらせているんですから。
So you are. True enough, if someone saw this little scene out of context, you'd probably get the impression that Sachi's wearing the pants in this relationship. Well, since you've had that rare opportunity handed to you, how about you relax and savor it for a while?
はい、ありがとうございます。
Aww. As she speaks, Sachi lets the tension drain out of her body, and I feel a little more weight settle in my lap. It feels almost like the physical manifestation of her absolute trust. I've shouldered many burdens on the job, but none were quite this relaxing to bear. If you feel like it, you can go ahead and take a nap.
それはとても魅力的な提案なのですが、ドキドキして眠れそうにありません。
I know, man. It's exciting, man. In that case, just close your eyes and take it easy. Apparently, that's alone about 80% as effective as actual sleep.
そんなことまで知ってるなんて、ゆうくんは本当にすごいです。
Look, I'm sure I've told you this before. People who really deserve praise are the scientists who ran the studies, not the guy who read about them in some book.
それでもその内容を覚えていたのはゆうくんです。
Aww. Yuji's probably like, well, I'm not that good at it compared to the others. You really aren't going to budge on this, are you?
はい、どうしてもそうなります。
And she seems to be very pleased about it for some reason. This habit of overestimating me to the point of veneration is one part of Sachi that doesn't seem to be changing. Walking down the streets, chatting with your romantic interest, going shopping together, brushing against their warmth, and ultimately offering them your lap as a pillow, putting aside for the moment whether it's supposed to be the other way around. I remember seeing this sort of innocent flirting between couples in manga and television shows as a kid. But I hadn't imagined the day might come when I'd actually be experiencing something of the sort. And in fact, I almost certainly never would have if it wasn't for Sachi. Now it's all uphill. I mean, there is a final choice for a bad ending. So we'll see about that. Well, everyone dies. It's still sad though. I was able to experience this tranquil feeling because of her. Because I met her as a kid. Because we're reunited here. Because she agreed to date me. This unlikely moment came to pass. Thanks, Sachi. She's sleeping. When the words spilled naturally from my mouth, I'm answered by nothing but the sound of a carefree young woman sawing logs. Thought you weren't sleepy, punk. Didn't take long, considering. Then again, seeing Sachi like this, the way her lively excitement gave way to this abrupt nap. It's a keen, almost painful reminder of the tomboyish, unpredictable girl she used to be. I raised my head in response to his tentative inquiry, see Sakaki standing in the shade nearby, a paperback book in hand. Hey there, Sakaki, back from sharing complaints regarding our profane world to a local crow? Oh, I thought Sakaki was a witch. The witch that knows everything. The internet witch, I don't know. Sorry, just a little joke. Yeah, momentum from the shopping date ended up carrying us in a slightly weird direction. So I had to try out the lap pillow thing. Sakaki's like taking notes. It's a very rare situation. What? As soon as the words are out of Sakaki's mouth, she's leaning quietly forward, peering down at us with an expression of evident curiosity. Guess the man behind the pillow is pretty unusual after all, huh? What? What's that supposed to mean? Another unbroken streak of hers, is it? That a fact? Oh, snap. Makes sense. Yet another sign of how strictly Sachi governs her own behavior. Oh my god, that'd be great. That was the entire Sakaki route is you trying to remember every single detail of the story up to that point, because Sakaki's been taking notes on you from the get-go. True end Sakaki route. It's a giant just quiz of her going, do you remember this from this route and this from that route? Oh, that'd be beautiful. Oh, that's true. That's true, because the flashback even, she mentioned that she usually would have nightmares and stuff when she sleeps, and unless she's being a good girl, those would surface. But she looks like she's sleeping very peacefully, even though she's. I hope it. That's good though. Well, we did spend a good while wandering around the stores this afternoon. She's probably a little tired. Then what did? Oh, look at that Yumiko smile, man. Look at that. She's like, oh yeah, you guys are adorable. You guys are adorable. But I'm the next route. Wait, what? Sakaki smiles gently at her own joke. Fairly uncommon, both the smile and the fact that she made a joke in the first place. Oh, you interested? How about giving it a try yourself? When I offer a little light teasing as payback, Sakaki's face instantly goes red. What is the other Michiru really? It's from an unconfirmed potential theory of how brains and stuff works, and like organs and stuff work, where a little bit of memory can be stored in a organ, and it has an effect on a person it's donated to. And there are various case studies where it may or may not, there may be evidence of one way or the other, but no one can really explain it because it's so isolated. Because there are like organs and blood donated all the time, but it's, you know, there are case studies where people might develop a sudden interest in something, etc., that is more reminiscent of the person that donated to them. And that's what the Michiru routes, two personalities in one body revolve around. To a more extreme. Anyway, of course you'll have to get Sachi's permission first, but she's considering it. The sudden angry shout from my left, Sakaki scrambles a few feet backward, completely flustered. Now she is. Wait, is that why Asla is quote-unquote possessed by localized? Yes, that would follow the... Actually, that's actually a very good point. That does follow a similar thing. This game is secret of Metal Gear game, especially if you play the Machina route. That's all Metal Gear. I wonder. What? No, she's pretty clearly not. Yeah, it seems that way. That's her true feelings. Oh, you heard about the logger going girly based on transplanted heart, Krishi? Yeah. That would be one of the case studies done. You're reading way too much into this. With those parting words delivered in an uncharacteristically tranquil tone, Sakaki turns away and quietly makes her way back to the dorm. Permitted to while away my time as a human pillow for the moment. 2 days from now, another Ichikaya job is waiting for me. That was the way of life I chose. I don't plan on trying to back out this late in the game. He keeps looking back to the Sachi sleeping on his lap. But surely no one could hold it against me if I enjoyed this feeling a little longer. At least until she wakes up. Kyoto! Anyway. Walls have ears, shoji have eyes, is a long-standing proverb in this country. In the modern times when minuscule spy cameras can be mounted on mosquitoes, it's truer than ever. Since such electronic bugs are significantly more credible and accurate than an ear against a door, you could say the advances of science have only worsened the ancient problem of information security. It seems even this isolated community known as Mihama Academy is no exception to the general trend. Let down your guard for even a moment and you'll suffer the consequences. Damn, they found out quick! That's a Dakimakura, really? Amane heaves a small sigh, barely audible over the churning of the washing machine at her side. As it so happened, our little courtyard interlude yesterday was recorded by a camera Machina had set up in the courtyard as part of a surveillance mission targeting Michiru, rendering Sakaki's considerate discretion sadly meaningless. Aww. By this morning, the Lapidal incident is common knowledge throughout the dorm and beyond. Anyway, Sakaki, you decided on your request yet? So now spent a day in servitude to both Amane and Michiru. The pair of them magnanimously decide that today would be Sakaki's turn. But if a genie popped up and told the girl you have 30 seconds to ask me for anything you desire, pretty sure she'd dither the time away and end up empty-handed. You want fan art of Machina and Amane in the Pop Team Epic style? I'll find it. I think I've seen that before. I bet it exists already. I'm still on standby at the moment. Yo, I bet Yuji gives great massages. Oh god damn it. Yo, you thought the Sakaki Information Network was really good? Watch out, the Amane Gossiping Mothers Network is amazing. Watch out. These two are the strongest information forces of Mihama Academy. And they have up-to-date details on everything, all the going-ons, practically. And only choose not to have the deets on Yuji, let's be honest. Let's be honest. If they really wanted to make a game out of it, they could have totally found about Ichikai and everything already.
あなたはどうしてそんなことまで知っているのよ。さあ、どうしてでしょうね。
How did she find out, she wonders. Has someone been using Sachi for late night spying operations again? Oh, Sachi! Sachi's also, you know, she's also, there. Well, I don't mind waiting for directions, but if you aren't going to ask for something, it seems a little pointless for me to be here. If you really can't think of anything, I'll get back to my own business.
それは。
Oh, Sakaki's put on the spot.
ほらほら、ユージもこう言ってることだし、何でもいいから言っちゃいなさいよ。
Yo, between you know, like I said, if the Mihama Academy wanted to make its own like team of specialists, they'd probably be nigh unbeatable. They're pretty strong, and they have excellent teamwork. This is the Metal Gear sitcom you always wanted. I see. This is why the Fruit of Grisaia is great. It appeals to so many walks of life. So good. It's so good. It's so good. Oh man. Even Sachi's like. Sakaki's pissed.
わかったわよ。それなら洗濯でいいわ。
That all?
ええ、ちょうどランドリーにいるし、洗濯物は私が持ってくるから。
Alright. These washing machines make it easy as the press of a button, so there's no problem on my end.
それならよかったわ。
Michi was riding, really? Arriving on the scene with an overflowing laundry basket in her hands, Michiru peeks over a mountain of dirty clothes with an expression of clear surprise.
なんでこんなところにみんなが揃ってるのよ。は、まさかあんたたち、私の誕生日を内緒で祝う計画を立ててたんじゃないでしょうね。
What?
そんなことされたって、私は全然嬉しくなんかないんだからね。
It's a giant conspiracy, it's true. Oh my god. You know what? I think this is what it definitely the humor is on point, but definitely the reactions that they insert is on point. Wow, even Sachi.
あれ？私何か変なこと言った？
そうですね。変なことというよりは全くの見当外れと言いますか。
Oh my god, it's true. Well, that's life. Hang in there, kid.
また励まされた。
Deflating like a punctured inner tube, Michiru trudges sullenly on toward the washing
でもい
machines.
いの？榊さん。何の話？ユージに洗濯を任せちゃって。本人も洗濯ならできると言っていたわよ。
Oh, I'm gonna like your underwear.
そうじゃなくて、ユージ男の子だよ。
Easy? Are you Yuji, my friend? Are you a man? Maybe.
間違いなく女の子には見えないけれど、それがどうかした？
Yeah, right.
下着とか見られたり触られたりしちゃうと思うんだけど。
Well, I'm pretty sure you could trust Yuji more than Amane.
風見くん、やっぱりさっきの用事はなかったことにして。
Okay, you're the client, so that's fine by me.
代わりの用事はちゃんと考えておくから。
As soon as the words are out of her mouth, Sakaki hurries out of the laundry room and descends the stairs at a trot. seemed strangely flustered. Don't tell me she's still hanging on to a pair of lucky teddy bear panties?
そこまでは知らないけど、どんな下着でも意図せず見られて嬉しいものじゃないわよね、普通は。
Yeah, you know what? I could agree with that. I wouldn't want anyone else doing my laundry, it's true. There's more than 2 machines, first of all. There is 3 that we see visibly in this room. Maybe 4. Come to think of it, there was a time when I thoughtfully washed a pile of JB's dirty laundry without being asked. And although the woman usually walks around with her underwear half exposed, her reaction was an angry snarl to the effect of, I'll do it myself! Seems pretty consistent with Amina's theory.
で、そろそろ本題に戻りたいんだけど、昨日のデートでさっちゃんとはどこまで行ったわけ？
Hizamakura. Not far, just down to the station. Why?
こういうのはユージよりさっちゃんに聞いた方が早そうね。
I bet she's gonna say the same thing, right? Heard the same thing from JB yesterday. Seems I'm not particularly well equipped for this sort of conversation.
というわけで、どうなの？さっちゃん。
どこまでというのは恋愛の進行状況を聞かれていると思うのですが、恋人らしい行為というのは膝枕くらいだったと思います。
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm gonna compare this about the skinship. You know what I mean?
本当に？
Yeah, there's 3.
合間にキスとかしてないの？
Yeah, there's 3 machines that you can see visibly in the shot. There might be more, but I doubt it. They probably would at most, you know what? Actually, they might have like 4. I would say maybe 4 or 5. They might have 2 more off to the side. And then with those, that's probably more than enough. And they're clearly combination washer dryers. If you know your machines, they must clearly be combination washer dryers. So they wash and dry.
はい、していません。
No kisses. Oh, why are they all hanging out in the laundry room? Probably because Sachi and Yuji were doing a load, and Amane and Makina are like, "Oh yeah, it's time to gossip." And while we're here, let's do some laundry.
じゃあ、当然エッチもまだってわけよね。
Man, no sex. What kind of relationship is this? Amane's like, day 1 I had sex. What's wrong with you, girl? Look, woman.
エッチといえば金属加工の際に用いられたりする技術、エッチングのことでしょうか。
いや、私はそっちの方を知らなかったけど、こう男女の営み的な。
Oh, I'm gonna got a little embarrassed saying that. Doing a load, giggity.
男女の営みというと、性交、いわゆるセックスのことですね。
Yep. I'm gonna like.
さっちん容赦ね。アマネーが珍しく投げてくれた変化球を剛速球で返してきたのよさ。
That's Sachi for you guys.
でも、あまねさんが言っているのはセックスのことですよね。
Yep.
まあ、そうなんだけどさ。
I like how Seema had to censor that from sex to sexual intercourse. I mean, it's the same
じゃ
thing,
あ、あ
but...
まねさんは私とゆうくんがセックスしたかを聞きたかったんですね。
いや、なんていうか。
Why is somebody getting like weirdly embarrassed? Because Sachi keeps going, sex? You talking about sex? You want to talk about some sex? Want to know if you had some sex? Amane? Hey, want to know about the sex?
それともここはあえて交尾と言い換えた方がいいでしょうか。
ごめん、私が悪かった。
Yeah, Sachi is ruthless. It's great. It's really funny, actually. Not bad, Sachi. Making Amane of all people bashful is a considerable achievement.
でもさっちゃん、今のうちに覚悟だけはしておいた方がいいわよ。覚悟ですか？
Brace yourself. Brace your body, girl. What?
そう、膝枕なんかしちゃったら次はすぐエッチすることになっちゃうんだから。
X-rated.
つまり私はもうすぐ喪失する。 そういうことですね。
Is that how it works? I don't think so, man.
もうだからなんでわざわざ言い換えるのよこの子は。ハマネが切れたのよさ。
Maki's like, man, guess she's broke. Don't think I've ever seen her push this far before.
まあさっちゃんって我慢強そうだし、そういうのは案外平気そうだけど。
Well, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Like you know that some form of copulation is probably gonna happen in every route. Even happened in the Machina route, and everyone was like, "Oh no!" Except the one person's like, "I have an unusual boner right now." We go, "That's the lolicon, guys. That's the lolicon." Anyway.
はい、痛みに耐えるシミュレーションなら何度か。
What? Wait, what? Whoa!
ああ、そうなんだ。まあ、私は一応アドバイスしたからね。
Whoa! Let's calm down. That was really? Even I got embarrassed on that line. I was like, what?
はい、ありがとうございます、あまねさん。
No, it happened before then. It's definitely not a bad thing that our classmates care enough to express their concern, but given Sachi's tendency to interpret advice in oddly distorted ways, I'm a little worried Aman's well-intentioned words may create more problems than they solve. And it probably did just that, right? Looks about right. Confirming that cool air is once again flowing from the vent, climb carefully down off the stepladder. Anguishing at great length about her request, Sakaki ended up mumbling, "Come to think of it, the air conditioning in the hallway hasn't been working too well lately," sending me off on a chore largely irrelevant to her own interest. Okay. Hate it when words get cut off like that. And so, after borrowing some basic tools from a closet, I performed some simple maintenance on the overhead AC unit, cleaning out the ducts and replacing the machine's filter. Sachi said, "Oh, you can do that?" Even as she holds the ladder steadily, Sachi's gazing up at me with something like wonder in her eyes. Okay, what's on your mind this time?
いえ、ゆうくんは庭園管理士の資格だけでなく、電気工事士の資格まで持っていたんですね。
Really? Not qualified or certified in either of those fields, actually.
でも、エアコンはちゃんと動いています。
Well, if it's just like, you're making sure the wires are working and all connected, cleaning out the filter, making sure nothing's gunking up the system, that's actually... Oh yeah, I guess that would be like basic electrician work, wouldn't it? I don't know, I know how to do that. Yeah, when AC units break down, 9 times out of 10 it's because dust and grime have accumulated inside the machine over the years. Yeah, like that's like, sure, so you just change the filter and it's done. Even without any specialized technical knowledge, it's possible to perform some basic repairs. And in the first place, the title of electrician means you're licensed to wire buildings and such. That's a completely different can of worms. Oh yeah, that's true. HVAC, I guess, is separate.
だとしたら、ゆうくんはすごいです。もし私が頼まれていたら、業者さんに修理を依頼するしかありませんでしたから。
Oh. Well, I personally went this route because I know a little about air conditionings. But if you're looking for the most reliable method of ensuring the request gets fulfilled, your judgment is probably the better one.
そうでしょうか。
Yeah. The hands-on approach is only feasible when you happen to know how to solve a specific problem after all.
それなら、私ももっと勉強した方がいいかもしれませんね。
Sachi suddenly becomes a master of everything. Maybe so. I'm not telling you to glue yourself to your desk even more than you already do. But it can't hurt to expand your breadth of knowledge.
なるほどです。ところでゆうくん。
It's like, where do we learn about? Yeah?
ゆうくんは私とセックスしたくなったりしないんでしょうか？
This comes right out and says it. Probably while Sakaki's trying to walk past, right? That didn't take long. Look, Sachi, it's just like the thing with JB yesterday. Why are you so worried about what other people say about us?
ですが、 某所の調べでは私たちくらいの年代の実に 43% がすでに性交渉を済ませているというデータも出ています。
What? I'm guessing these statistics came from another magazine you found in the convenience store rack.
なぜか見破られてしまいました。
You're just like, I read that too, I know. Just a little statistical analysis on my own. My data indicates 99% of your data is that sort of crap.
もちろんゆうくんの頭の中でいくら私が凌辱されても構わないのですが、普通の恋人同士がすることなら私たちもしてみた方がいいのではないかと思いまして。
Does that mean you want to try having sex, Sachi?
いえ、あくまでもゆうくんがしたいとおっしゃられるのであればです。
She's not really, she's just not really interested, huh? So even when it comes to something this serious, she relinquishes any role in the actual decision. Let me ask you something first. Would you really be alright having me as your first partner?
むしろ相手がゆうくんなら嬉しいくらいです。
Well, are you serious about that?
はい、小峰幸、いつでも本気です。
Yo, I want that. This frame right here. This frame right here. You know what? Print screen, control. Oh, shoot. Can I, fuck. Forgot that when you click into things, bad things happen, such as what just happened. And we had a worst case scenario. I want to clip that. Wanted to clip it. Wanted for my own posterity. Komine Sachi, always serious. I can't clip it properly. I'll clip it later. I got it. Son of a bitch. Actually, is there a way to just go back? Jump to previous choice. Yes. No! Okay. That was dumb. Okay. Alright, guys. I fucked up. I will admit it. That was my bad. Okay. Luckily, I know exactly where we were. I just have to look for laundry machines. See, I wanted to do something. I forgot to click off the window. The moment you press like control, like especially in the Japanese visual novels, everything just like whoa, whoa! You pressed the button. You pressed the button. And it's like you pressed the button, and that's not the button to press. Okay. All right. Okay, we're back. We're back. We're back. That didn't take long. All right, we were at this. Oh god. Don't worry. I also screenshot. I got it. I just have to clip it later, like proper. Let me ask you something first. We were okay, yeah. You serious? And here it is. You serious about that? いつでも本気です. Is that supposed to be your brand slogan? No, wouldn't say that, but there's no doubt in my mind that Sachi's proposing this because of her belief that a good girl hews closely to the conventional way of doing things. In other words, her own will played virtually no role in this proposal. Of course, I'm not suggesting that adapting to the societal mainstream is a bad thing. I'm sure as hell not planning to play some sort of holy martyr who abstains from physical relationships. But right now, Sachi's still missing an important part of herself. For that reason, started this relationship off on a distinctly platonic note. Now that Sachi herself is approaching me, the question is whether or not I should allow things to move beyond that stage. Okay. Ordinarily, the answer would be a flat no. Precisely because Sachi's wrapped herself inside this shell, I need to introduce changes into her life. This offer represents a clear opportunity on that front, but that said, mind if I double check this one last time?
はい、どうぞ。
You don't find the idea of doing this with me unpleasant?
はい、嫌だとも思いませんし、相手がゆうくんなら安心できます。
You look experienced with girls. No, I don't. Just saying. What? I see. There's no guarantee the feelings Sachi expresses to me are real. Sachi's convinced herself that a girlfriend loves her boyfriend. She might very well override her own emotions to bring herself into alignment with that image. True, I'll never get anywhere if I get too caught up in this kind of doubt, but this is a serious enough step to warrant some caution. At the very least, I think Sachi's sincere in saying she doesn't find the idea outright unpleasant. In other words, we met the absolute minimum condition for me to put my hands on her. Alright, since you're obviously up for it, Sachi, let's move this relationship to the next step.
はい、よろしくお願いします。
You have my full, where's my censoring image? Where's my censoring image? My censoring image is off screen, never mind. Let's just hope I don't need to use it. I have to realign that later, okay.
お待たせしました。
About 20 minutes after we headed to the room, Sachi emerges from the bathroom, her shower finally complete. Her mere presence fills the room with the fresh smell of soap, the sort of thing that gets a man's blood flowing. Got them juices flowing! Wait, what?
ゆうくんに言われた通り、体をきれいにしてきました。
Took your time in there. Sure you did a thorough job though? Might end up having some places you've never gotten a good look at yourself inspected.
はい、髪の毛から足の指先までバッチリきれいにしてきました。
Don't lose to Sachi? She's over. Yo, everyone is totes over 18. Yeah, like unless you ask me what their real ages are. Yo, how's it going, Casserola? But you're still wearing the maid uniform, I see.
はい、男の人はエッチの際に服を脱がせる行為にも興奮すると聞いたことがあるので、気を利かせてみました。
Ah, they do say girls tend to collect lots of dubious secondhand knowledge about this sort of thing. Guess it'd probably be best not to bother asking about her source for this information.
それで、この後はどうしたらいいでしょうか。
Her face betraying a hint of nervousness, Sachi looks up into my eyes. I like to believe that slight pink flush in her cheeks isn't just a lingering effect of her shower. Let's see, according to the standard theory, we begin with whispering loving words and embracing each other, but today we're going to omit that step.
それは昨今の不景気が原因なのでしょうか。
An austerity measure due to the recent recession, perhaps? What? No, it's just that. Fast, cheap, and satisfying is my personal motto.
なるほど。ゆうくんは牛丼屋さんのようなキャッチコピーを売りにしているんですね。
They're about to make the birds and the bees, but they're talking about economics. Naturally, this motto is a load of crap, but I want to put the kisses and affectionate words on hold till Sachi's managed to regain a normal emotional state. Might think it a little hypocritical for me to be so conscientious on that point, but we're about to do something more extreme. Yeah, you know what? We'll see the loving words and kisses for when you're. Go back and screen cap that. I have my own way of thinking about things that bind people together. The way I see it, some things matter more than physical intimacy. Oh, good. We got a black screen and a heart. Gazing at the scenery outside my window, and Sachi walks up to my side, evidently finished with her second shower of the day.
今日は本当にすみませんでした。
Fast, cheap, and sloppy. Sloppy, it's sloppy first sometimes, right?
私に経験がないばかりに 気を使わせてしまって。
I don't know what happened. You've got nothing to apologize for. Getting impatient and rushing ahead rarely ends well, especially with this sort of thing. That doesn't seem quite enough to convince Sachi this time. She looks up at me, her big round eyes tinged with uncertainty. Don't worry about it, Sachi. Let's take it easy for today, alright? What, do you just like give her the good old 1-2 finger in the loo? What? Give Sachi a quick pat on the head and offer a few reassuring words. Without any further objections, she nods and leaves my room. Girl's got sharp instincts, not easy to lie to her. Sachi seems to have vaguely sensed my real reason for stopping halfway through something else entirely. Truth is, the idea of going all the way like that just felt wrong. Still not entirely clear to me why my conscience suddenly kicked into overdrive, but when I touched her intimately for the first time, something about my way of thinking changed. I'll have to wrap it up with that for now. Oh, Yuji is growing. That's why. Guess that hesitation may have ended up giving her something else to be anxious about. Not really what I was trying to accomplish here. But today, some part of me thought, this girl deserves to be treasured. I don't think I was wrong. They almost did it. They didn't actually do it. JB's arrived in typically flashy fashion to pick me up for the previously scheduled job. Judging from the way she's currently draping her arms around my neck, I'm going to guess the personal escort is mainly an excuse to tease Sachi. More importantly, anything you want to ask before I head out? Shut up for a minute, woman. Shake free of JB's clinging embrace and cut the flow of crap short with a hand over her mouth. When I silently look in JB's direction, she brings a hand to her chin and thinks the matter over for a moment. Late. So she says. That's important. Yeah, no plans to stay overnight. I'll definitely be coming back. Oh. She speaks. Sachi looks up at me with a gravely serious expression. Yeah, I suppose it is. Just to be perfectly clear, that doesn't mean I want you to stand on this exact spot the entire time, alright? Oh, wow. Sorry, but you've kind of got a track record. Good. In that case, not a problem. Sachi dear. I make JB sound like she's like 50. Sachi dear. Sachi bows politely. JB and I lower ourselves into the car and draw the doors shut. I like how Sachi calls her JB. Sachi's pretty sharp. Even if she does, I don't think she's likely to bring them up. Military dog? Well, she's definitely a creature of habit. Slightly obsessive German Shepherd, maybe? I know. Wasn't planning to say anything of the sort. She started staring into my eyes. I just couldn't help myself.
変わったわね。
What, me?
どっちもよ。
If you say so. Actually, yeah, that's true. Like, the fact that Sachi made him promise to come back, too. Look, how about you put making fun of me on hold for this moment and pay a little more attention to the damn road?
はーい。
I had been a little worried Sachi might get caught up on the way things ended yesterday. She didn't seem any different this morning. Maybe that pat on the head actually did the trick.
現場に着いたら起こしてあげるから、ユージも少し眠っておきなさい。
Yeah, sounds like a plan. Conveniently retrieving a sleep mask out of the dashboard, slip it over my eyes and lean back in the soft leather seats. Within a moment, I'm falling into a light sleep. Meanwhile, in Sachi world... Aw.
小峰さんがため息なんて珍しいわね。
Aww.
榊さん。
You know, Sakai's just there, reading a book everywhere.
どこかぼーっとしていたみたいだけど。やはりそう見えてしまいましたか。
Ah.
ええ、なんとなくだけれど。違った？いえ、榊さんの言う通りです。少し考え事をしていましたから。
Oh, lost in
も
thought.
し何か悩みがあるなら、私でよければ相談に乗るわよ。
I mean, Sakaki's a senpai, you know?
榊さん、いくらカップ焼きそばが好きでも、床にこぼしたものまで口にするのは体によくありませんよ。それは私がらしくない行動をとっていると言いたいのかしら。
Yep, in the Sachi manner of doing so.
違いましたか？確かにその通りだけれど、相談相手が周防さんや松島さんでは偏ったアドバイスになってしまうような気がして。
I mean, that's not wrong. It's absolutely true.
はい、榊さんの言いたいことはなんとなくわかる気がします。
Even Sachi knows what you mean.
だからよ。ではこの小峰幸、折り入って榊さんに相談させていただきたいことがあります。
Oh, an earnest request for a little helps.
ということは、やっぱり風見くんと何かあったのね。
Dun 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 dun.
あったと言いますか、あるべきものがなかったと言いますか。どうやら複雑な話みたいね。
Uh-oh. So, what you don't know is that Mihama is secretly a cloning facility that clones Sakaki and spawns one whenever needed in the exact place. See, King, what you really don't understand is, Sakaki actually, has multiple shadow clones that wander around the campus at all times to do just exactly what you said. It's not a cloning facility, she's just a master of multi-shadow clone jutsu.
それならひとまず場所を移しましょう。ここではいつ他の人間が通るかわからないから。
Yeah, I never know when Makina might have set up a molar camera, you know?
はい、わかりました。ここなら気兼ねなく話ができそうね。
I like how they both also changed into their school uniform.
それはその通りだと思うのですが、なぜ教室なのでしょうか。イリスさんがいる限り寮内に安全なところはないわ。
Oh, Makina. She is the true. You're in the shower, but your phone is waterproof? That's good. You also like put like a Ziploc bag over it or something.
なるほど。とても説得力のあるお言葉です。で、一体何があったのかしら。はい。実は昨日、めでたくゆうくんとセックスする運びになったのですが。
Oh, and I can't wait for Sakaki's reaction. Oh. Yeah, and mine it's just Makina's using technology to trump technique. Yep, there's a reaction.
榊さんは 少し大げさに驚きすぎです。
だって一昨日まではキスもしていなかったのに、いきなりそのセックスでなんて誰でも驚くわよ。
Really?
ですが問題はそこではないんです。というと、実はセックスをすると決めたところまでは良かったのですが、セックスの前には準備が必要ですよね。
Yeah, you have to like get in the mood, get some contraception, prepare. You know how these things work, okay?
ええ、女性にはいろいろと必要だものね。
So watch the live stream while applying shampoo fair.
その通りです。そして私はゆうくんの手によって快楽の頂点を迎えたわけなのですが。
ということは小峰さん。
はい、体が宙に浮く、もしくは意識がなくなってしまうようなそんな体験でした。
Well, that happens.
そう、意識がね。
Sakagi-san, I can relate. I'm gonna say why. Sakagi-san, I'm not saying after this I might go home and watch some of what you guys might call pornographic material. But I might say I might be an adult that can engage in my own adult activities after this conversation, Sachi. That's all I'm saying. Don't insinuate anything. Please don't listen in.
榊さん、今自分に置き換えて想像しましたね。
ドーン。
でも少しだけ、ほんの少しだけ映像が浮かんだだけよ。
そんなことまで答えてくれるなんて、榊さんはいい人ですね。
そんなことはどうでもいいのよ。でも小峰さんの悩みがそういうことに関係しているなら、相談先はスオさんの方が良かったかもしれない。
Nah, she's a virgin still.
私は榊さんで間違いなかったと思いますよ。
そう？普通に考えたらスオさんの方がそういう知識を持っていそうじゃないかしら。
Nah.
いえ、豊富そうに振る舞ってはいても、天音さんが私たちと同じで男性経験がないことに変わりはないですし、榊さんが日頃インターネットで巡回しているサイトを鑑みれば、そういう知識を持っているのはむしろ榊さんの方だと認識しています。
We calling her out! Call her out!
どうやってインターネットの巡回先なんて。
ログイン時のパスワード6桁くらいならかかっていないのと同じですから。
ああ。
お分かりいただけましたか？
ええ、小峰さんとは少し付き合い方を考えた方が良さそうだということがね。
You need to change your password is what she means.
では話の本題についてなのですが、
続けて。
いつも思うのだけど、この時間のテレビはつまんない番組ばかりなのよさ。
That's why I have streaming services, watch animes. I have a collection that surpasses most libraries, whatever.
って言っても、あんたやさっちゃんが喜ぶような番組ってアナーキーなのばっかりだしね。失礼な。マグロマンもデイブ教授もそこら辺の番組とは一味も二味も違う見応えを毎週お届けしてくれているのよ。
Oh.
あれ、さっちゃん、制服なんか着ちゃってどうしたの？
少し二人で勉強していたのよ。
What kind of studying were you guys doing?
わざわざ教室まで行って？
はい。 そのおかげでとても集中することができました。そうね。
What?
その割には二人とも目が遠くを見つめてる感じになっちゃってるけど大丈夫？
How much porn did you guys consume?
気にしないで。しばらく休めば治るわ。
はい。メイド服とガーターベルトの関係性についてはバッチリです。
What? That doesn't make sense.
ガーターベルト？わかった！勉強と見せかけて実は二人でエッチなサイトを閲覧していたのよさ。
Yes, my collection of anime surpasses Metal Gear.
そうかもしれないわね。
Wow, they watch so much porn, they don't even care about it.
あのユミちゃんが私のからかいを軽く受け流すなんて、まさかこの短期間の間に悟りを。
Just like experience pornography.
だったらすごいけどね。それにしても遅いのよ、今日のお兄ちゃん。
Yeah,
遅くなるって言ってもいつもその日のうちに帰ってきてたしね。まさかあの金髪女と変なことでもしてるんじゃないでしょうね。
probably not, let's be honest.
こらみちる、ここには彼女もいるんだから嘘でもそういうこと言わない。ああ、そっか、ごめんサチ。
それよりよく冷えた麦茶をどうぞ。
ってその彼女が一番平気そうな顔してるんだけど。
Oh, because you promised. That's right.
確かに。サッチンはお兄ちゃんのことが心配じゃないの？
Yes.
だって出かけるときに今日は遅くなるって JB さんが言ってたから。
Yep.
そうだとしてもこの時間よ。雨も降ってきたし。
Rain happens.
この前さっちゃんが行方不明になったこともあるから余計にね。
Yeah, that's right.
すみません。その説は皆さんに多大なご迷惑をおかけしてしまって。
Yeah, of course they're worried for you guys. Don't worry about it.
もう謝らなくてもいいってば。別にさっちゃんのことを責めてるわけじゃないから。そうそう、つまりそれだけユージのことを心配してるってこと。
皆さんのお気持ちもわかりますが、ゆうくんは絶対に帰ってきてくれますから
You
大丈夫で
promised.
す。
You promised after all.
どうしてそう思うの？
Yeah, this is really they really are like a family. It's true.
ゆうくんは約束を破ったことが一度もありませんから。
Aww.
一度も？
はい。それは私が皆さんにご迷惑をおかけした時も同じで、ちゃんと私のことを迎えに来てくれました。
Oh, wow. It's true.
そして今日もゆうくんは必ず帰ってくると私に約束してくれました。ですから私は何も心配していません。
Aww. For Sachi, usually is at constant. Somehow. She remembers that.
あれ、今のサチちょっとかっこいい？
It's cool.
なんか年長さんのくせにバタバタしてた自分が恥ずかしくなってきたかも。きっとこれが恋する乙女の強さってやつなのよさ。
And usually funny, the three of them have already been there.
Yuji, 寮に着いたわよ。
Okay, thanks. Opening my eyes at the sound of JB's voice, I reached down to unfasten the seatbelt strapped across my
ご
body.
めんなさいね。遅くなりそうなのは分かってたけど、日付までまたぐことになっちゃって。
Not like you have anything to apologize for. This is hardly the first time I spent an entire day on standby.
でも、 サチに悪いことしちゃった気がして。
Sachi, right.
だから明日はサチをデートにでも誘って埋め合わせしておいてね。
A date?
ほら、今は夏なんだし、海なんかに連れて行ってあげたらきっと喜ぶと思うわよ。
Come to think of it, something like that might be called for right about now. Our first date was a pretty casual, low-effort affair after all.
その顔は可能性ありって感じね。
Is there a harem route? If so, is there a 5-way? I don't know. There's a sequel game, though. With JB and Chizuru, I think, as options as well. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
それじゃ、今日はお疲れ様。
And like a true route, too. For that. Right, thanks for the ride.
おかえりなさい、ゆうくん。
As I'm watching JB's car screech off into the distance, Sachi calls out to me from beside the school gate. Sachi, please don't tell me you've been out here all night.
いえ、そろそろゆうくんが帰ってくるような気がしたので、少し前からです。
You know, it's about midnight, so we figured you'd be here. Yeah. A little while, huh? Don't know exactly what a little while is for Sachi. Her hair is visibly damp, and it hasn't been raining for some time. Anyway, thanks for coming out to meet me.
はい、ゆうくんの方こそお仕事お疲れ様でした。
Aw. Just speaking my thoughts, I drop my hand onto Sachi's head and ruffle her hair, soon enough to receive a small, satisfied smile in return.
それからお食事はもうお済みでしょうか？
No, haven't eaten yet.
でしたら私の方でご用意させていただいていたものがありますので、そちらをすぐに準備させていただきます。
Now, with that said, I'm kind of hungry. Alright, that definitely will help this time.
それから皆さんにはお話を通しておきましたので、大浴場もいつでも入浴することができますよ。
Oh, snap.
あ、すみません。少し出しゃばりすぎてしまいましたでしょうか。
No, but you're really obliging tonight, even for you. Almost like a genuine maid.
ゆうくんはメイドさんがお嫌いですか？
Wouldn't say that, but I do feel a little awkward getting waited on hand and foot.
それでしたら心配ありません。今の私はメイドさんである前にゆうくんの彼女ですから。
I see. Kinda feels like she's just dancing around the issue, but I guess it's a coherent argument.
それよりまた雨が降り出さないうちに中へどうぞ。
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
無事に帰ってきてくれて本当に良かったです。
Aww.
風見くんが帰ってきたのね。
Oh no! The information network!
はい、榊さんにアドバイスをいただいた通り、食事の後ゆうくんを大浴場に誘導することに成功しました。
Oh no! What's happening?
さすが小峰さん、プランに忠実ね。
それも榊さんに完璧な作戦を考えていただいたおかげです。
Oh snap! There's a plan!
私の功績なんて大したものではないけれど、あとは教室で勉強した成果を見せるだけね。
Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Oh no!
はい、この小峰幸、榊さんから教えていただいた知識を駆使して一生懸命頑張ります。
Oh no! What is...
陰ながら応援しているわ。
She's gonna wash his script back or something? There's a star. Ha. Wiping a few beads of sweat from my forehead, I sink into the bathtub down to the neck and let my muscles relax. I ended up stuck on the job for 12 straight hours today. Ultimately, the rat we were waiting for never showed, so I spent every minute of that on standby. For holding the exact same position for all that time, my body's aching and stiff all over. My experience, a long soak in hot water is the best way to fix that. Change, huh? Chibi said her observation applies to the both of us. I'm not really aware of anything that different about my behavior. Then again, I don't think she's wrong about Sachi. The girl's gotten noticeably thoughtful about the situation she finds herself in. She's been asking questions on her own initiative, actively seeking to understand the meaning of people's actions. Stop spoiling. I didn't see much of either from Sachi before. They represent clear changes in her normally static pattern of behavior. Now we just have to see what kind of results they bring.
お湯加減はいかがですか、ゆうくん。
What? Yeah, no problems.
それならよかったです。
Okay, hold on a second.
はい。
How long have you been in here?
変わったかとゆうくんがつぶやいたところからです。
I wasn't completely off guard either. How do you sneak up on me like that?
以前音を立てずに歩く練習をマキちゃんとしていたことがあったので、その応用です。
It's pretty impressive skills. Easy enough to talk about moving silently, but in practice, walking without producing a sound is very nearly impossible. Stealth requires a great deal of skill, especially when approaching an alert opponent. And Sachi managed to get this close without tipping me off. That joke about her being a spy in maid's clothing doesn't seem quite so funny anymore. Alright, so why did you sneak in here? Clearly knew I was taking a bath.
実はお仕事で疲れたゆうくんのお背中をお流しさせていただこうと思いまして。
Yep, back washings. Wash my back.
はい、一人の彼女として彼氏さんの労をねぎらうのは当然ですから。
That sounds oddly suspect. The exact connection between showing her gratitude and rinsing my back kind of eludes me. Sachi brought up this proposal on her own. Whatever the details, I want to encourage that sort of initiative on her part. Alright then, appreciate it.
ありがとうございます。では、こちらの方にお願いします。
Somebody tells me there's gonna be some bare boobs on back. Right. Pull myself up out of the grand bath and sit down on the bath stool as directed by Sachi.
それでは、始めさせていただきますね、ユウジ様。
Okay, I'm not Michiru.
ユウくんは、様と呼ばれるのはお嫌いでしたか？
I don't like it or dislike it particularly. Just want to know where this is coming from.
雰囲気です。
The mood, huh? There's nothing for it then.
はい、仕方ありません。
On second thought, that makes no damn sense at all.
ユウくんが乗りツッコミというのも珍しいですね。
Forget my maneuvering. Does this mood really require you to talk to me like I'm some feudal lord?
もちろんです。ここは少しでもいやらしさが欲しいところですから。
I think there are ways to show gratitude that don't involve any lewdness whatsoever. I suppose there's no need to press the point. Alright, fine. We'll do it your way this time, Sachi.
ありがとうございます。では、最初にお湯を流させていただきますね。
Some hot water. As soon as the words are out of her mouth, Sachi carefully picks up a bucket and dumps some pleasantly warm water over my shoulder.
お湯は熱くありませんか？
Yeah, it feels fine.
では次にソープを泡立てさせていただきます。
Right. Next, she thoroughly lathers my back with a layer of frothy soap.
それでは失礼させていただきます。
And after this line, I feel a distinctly soft sensation against my back. Yup, I knew it was coming. We knew it! We all knew it was coming! Like 150% once Sakaki and Sachi went, alright, we've lured him into the bath. Yup, we knew. At the same time, there's a nasal little moan not far below my ear. Sachi, what the hell are you doing?
私はただユウジ様のお背中を洗わせていただいているだけですよ。
That's why she's talking about the Carter belts. Got it. I mean, it's lewd, but it's not really like R. It's tasteful. Tasteful, okay? I see. Well, as long as you're washing my back, I guess it's all good. As if! Were you seriously expecting me to roll with this?
ひどいですユウくん。どうして叩くんですか？
Damn, look at that lace. Yeah. Oh. Because you pressed your chest against me out of nowhere. Isn't that the natural reaction?
大抵の男性はしばらくきょとんとした後、ラッキーと拳を握りしめるのではないでしょうか。
Might be right about that one, actually. That's true.
だったら問題ありませんよね。
No, look, I'm trying to ask why you felt the need to molest me like this. Just want an explanation. You do have a reason for doing this, right?
理由ですか?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you didn't just think this up on the spur of the moment.
さすがゆうくん。相変わらず私の心が見えているかのような推察です。
Spare me the misguided admiration and get to the explanation.
はい。実は昨日のことがずっと気になっていたんです。
Yeah, that makes sense. That scene has a lot more various things. I would assume so, yeah. Yesterday's events?
はい。あの後ゆうくんが最後までしようとしなかったのは私のセックスアピール不足が原因ということになりまして、今日はモテる限りのいやらしさでゆうくんにも気持ちよくなってもらおうということになったんです。
Ah, now I get it. Come to think of it, she did seem a little uneasy after the fact. Yet this sudden aggressive approach makes sense given the context. So who put that idea in your head?
榊さんです。
So wait, Sakaki? Seriously?
はい。ゆうくんを大浴場に誘導して迫るという作戦は榊さんが考えてくださいました。
Oh man. You sure you don't mean Amane?
いいえ、間違いなく榊さんです。しかも親身になって相談にも乗っていただきました。
And then we watch a lot of porn together. Wait, what? They were hand-holding. That's why it's too lewd. That girl giving out advice, let alone in a kindly way. It's definitely a little surprise. I said in a kinky way because I thought that's what it would have said. In a kindly way is definitely a little surprising. Oh well. When you account for everything she's picked up from browsing the internet all the time, Sakaki might well have Amane beat when it comes to secondhand knowledge about sex. In other words, I have Cyber Sakaki to thank for this.
はい。私はメイド色が強いということもあって、そこを生かすべきだという話になったので。
Be a full maid. Can't deny that stimulates male lust for conquest. Oh, but if we're talking about conquest. Wait, what?
ゆうくんがメイド嫌いでなくてよかったです。
So that's why she asked that question at the school gate earlier.
それでこのまま体を洗わせていただいてもよろしいでしょうか。
Before that, I want to clear up a misunderstanding of yours.
誤解ですか?
Yeah, I thought I said this before, but you've got the wrong idea about why I stopped yesterday. It's not that I don't think you're attractive.
そうなんですか?
It is. For example, I find it fairly arousing when you get naked and press your chest against me.
ならよかったです。
Conquest! Hearing my reply, Sachi smiles with evident happiness. Imagining the girl earnestly plotting out this ridiculous plan, it's a little hard to hold back a wry smile of my own. But then again, kind of awkwardness might not be that atypical for someone this inexperienced. Alright, Sachi, go ahead.
はい。小峰幸、一生懸命サービスさせていただきます。
There was a lot of servicing, guys. There was a lot of off-screen servicing. Sachi is excellent maid. That's all we're gonna say. When she emerges from the grand bath a few minutes after me, Sachi's beaming smile is noticeably more energetic than usual. You're in a good mood.
はい。当初の目的を達成して、榊さんの恩に報いることができましたから。
I'm sure she's watching with a smile at this moment. It's Sakaki's watching. That smile is full of lewd intentions. She's supposed to be dead or just a voyeur.
しかも、あろうことか、ゆうくんから体を洗っていただきました。一見、無謀とも言える作戦がうまくいったのは、熱心に指導していただいた榊さんのおかげです。
I bet like Makina's gonna hear this with somebody and then they're gonna spread all the word. Guess I owe one then. Anyway, you feeling a little relieved now?
はい。こんな私でもゆうくんに気持ちよくなってもらえることが分かって嬉しいです。
Well, seems you're in a pretty good mood already. I've actually got another little treat for you.
良い知らせ。まさか明日からゆうくんもメイド服を着てくれるというサプライズでしょうか。
That would be very funny. Please. Please make it happen. Set a treat, not a horror show. Let me take you on a date to the beach tomorrow. Oh, her brain stopped for a second. Sachi, you listening?
すみません。あまりの衝撃に思わず返事をするのを忘れてしまっていました。
Aww. I laugh at this point, but I know you're completely serious. She looks pretty pleased, though. Finding her seems to have been the right choice. So anyway, I guess that means you're up for the beach?
はい。オールグリーンです。
Sachi bends an elbow and strikes the same emphatic salute she used in our earlier training session. Her almost childish enthusiasm is blatantly obvious from the tone of her voice alone. It's not just pleased, she's genuinely excited. By the way, if there's something on your mind, you can talk to me about it next time. Said it yourself, didn't you? You're my girlfriend first. Might be a pretty half-assed excuse for a human being, but I do know how to listen when the people I care about talk. Not that I'm asking you to tell me everything. Just want you to know there's no need to be so reserved. Oh, we're getting a lot more new Sachi expressions. Understand what I'm telling you?
はい。ありがとうございます、ゆうくん。
And it's beach day. Hey, it's my birthday. What? Whoop whoop. Oh man, August 6th, 2011. That's when I was the spry young age of something in the 50 millions. What? She here. Standing a few feet away from my front door, about to head out for my daily run, Sachi barges into the room without so much as a knock. Huh? This abrupt face-to-face encounter is followed by a long moment of silence. Okay, that was a little forced.
Thanks,
Casserole. Yeah, August 6th, in-game, totally my birthday right now. I mean, I'm not gonna lie though, you know, a lot of, how they say it in-game, hot-blooded men will enjoy that kind of thing. You might say don't be a perv, but let's be honest. A lot of perverted things happened in that bathroom. That grand bathroom was cleaned meticulously by Sachi afterwards, let's be honest. She doesn't really look perturbed in the slightest, but I guess that's par for the course. I don't get it. You know I'm usually awake by now, don't you? Bob Cheer, best husband, the waifu. Yeah, when you've got a fixed routine like mine, you don't even need an alarm clock to wake up at the same time every day. The Yuji's bird gets worm, man. Very original. Anyway, why did you decide to come wake me up all of a sudden? My condolences. I mean, you're not wrong. That's supposed to be the slightly tsundere-ish childhood friend. So you're not wrong. Not wrong. Right. I think there are probably a pretty decent number of perfectly happy couples that don't quite fit that mold in the real world. It certainly sounds like the sort of thing Michiru would enjoy. Somewhat belatedly, Sachi offers me a greeting and slight bow. We've been talking for 5 minutes already, you know? Yeah, there's a Michiru now. There's also a misspelling of one too if you check commands. Trying to follow your parents' advice isn't a bad thing by any means, but I don't quite get the point of saying hello halfway through the conversation.
それに今日最初に挨拶できたのがゆうくんというのも嬉しいです。
Fair. Saying hello is enough to make you happy?
はい、それだけで今日はいい日になるような気がしてしまいます。
Aw, well, that's fair. Girl's pretty fired up first thing in the morning. At a guess, I'd say she's really looking forward to that date at the beach.
そういえば朝食はもうおとりになられたのでしょうか？
No, was just about to do my daily running first.
ゆうくんは毎日16キロも走っているんですもんね。
It's a pretty extensive run. Well, want to try tagging along today?
せっかくのお誘いなのですが、今日はゆうくんとのデートですので、大浴場のお掃除を朝のうちに終わらせてしまおうと思っていました。
Makes sense. Briefly thought running with Sachi might be kind of enjoyable in a way. Come to think of it, jogging around town at dawn with a girl in full maid uniform probably would have earned me a few odd looks. In that case, better get started before Amina gets up.
そうですね。では、私はこれで失礼させていただきます。
With those words and a demure bow, Sachi quietly leaves my room. Recently, the girl started letting her emotions show more openly in her tone and attitude. The most striking examples being yesterday's service and today's invasion of my room. What's more, she's asking more questions and thinking things over more thoroughly than before. Never used to notice Sachi lost in thought, but these days it's not an uncommon sight. And most promising of all, some of this is beginning to happen spontaneously. Can't think of her little rage just now had anything to do with any of my orders. She's changing through the expression of her own free will, not in obedience to someone else's instructions. Which means it probably won't be too long until she finds herself facing a critical question.
これで最後に水を流して終わりだけど、予定より早く終わっちゃった。そうだ、今日はゆうくんに挨拶できて嬉しかったから、残りの時間でみんなに挨拶してもらおう。
Oh my god, oh my god. Sakaki's gonna be not so happy.
まずはあまねさんとまきちゃんから。鍵がかかってない。ちょっと不用心かも。
She's gonna walk in. おはようございます。
おはようございます。
うわ、バカ野郎、このデカ父、空襲の際に顔を出して飛び上がるやつがあるか。カメムシより自然を低くしてさっさと防空壕に飛び込め。
Oh, Bakura remembers that advice.
それに防空壕なんてこの量には。
二人とも落ち着いてください。空襲じゃありません。私です。小峰幸です。
その声は確かにマイソウルフレンドのサチ。
マイ
でもなんでこんな時間に？やっぱ空襲？
今日は少し早起きしたから、みんなに朝の挨拶をして回ろうと思って。
挨拶？何か急用があったとかそういうんじゃないの？
はい、本当に挨拶しに来ただけです。
そう。
はい。
じゃあ一応おはよう。おはようなのよ。
はい、おはようございます。それでは今日も良い一日を。
って挨拶済んだら本当に行っちゃったよ、あの子。
Oh, this is gonna be great, please. The Sakaki Misha road to be great.
めちゃくちゃテンション高かったけど、何があったのかな。
Must see the date they're having today. Nothing about the grand bathroom scene yesterday. What?
次はみちる様のお部屋。あ、スカートの裾濡れちゃってる。そういえばゆうくんはよくやっぱりメイド服かって言うけど、やっぱり同じ服ばかりだと飽きちゃうのかな。
Oh my gosh, she's gonna change her clothing and Michiru's gonna freak out.
でも なるべくメイド服を着た方がいいっていうみんなからの提案もあるし。そうだ、昨日は榊さんに相談してうまくいったし、今度はみちる様に相談してみよう。
This could be hilarious. And we're probably gonna see Sachi in casual clothing.
鍵はかかってる。それなら。
Lockpicking skill 100.
おはようございます、みちる様。
Actually, you know, that's actually probably about right. Mitra doesn't wake up.
みちる様、朝ですよ。
若ゆうじ、それはツンデレじゃなくてアンデレよ。
What?
例のものは？
Where's the goods? Oh, someone did not appreciate that
例の
comment.
ものは？
Where's
例のものは？
the goods? Where are the goods?
例のものは？例のものは？
ちょっと待ってサチ、なんで私叩かれてるの。それに例のものって何？
すみません、みちる様に朝の挨拶をと思ったのですが、なかなか起きてくださらなかったので。
だからって叩く必要あった？
あとはみちる様が楽しそうなゆうくんの夢を見ていたのも少し。
いや、少しって明らかにそっちが主因よね。焼き餅でしょそれ。
焼き餅。お餅が食べたくなったんですか、みちる様。
What?
あんたそれ絶対わざとでしょ。っていうか私は部屋に鍵をかけて寝たはずなんだけど、どうして入ってこれてるわけ？
開けました。
I opened it. Ta-da!
開けましたってそんないい笑顔で言われても。
それよりみちる様に相談があるんです。
相談？サチが私に相談なんて初めてじゃない？
Oh wow.
そうだったでしょうか。
Yeah?
多分ね。あんたは大抵のことなら何でもこなせちゃうから。
Oh snap. When Michiru is needed for advice, you know Sachi has changed.
まあいいわ。可愛い後輩の頼みなら断るわけにもいかないし。着替えるからちょっと待ってなさい。
はい、着替えならこちらにご用意させていただきました。
さすがサチ。
You prepared it somewhere between breaking into your room and hearing you and slapping you.
ではみちる様が身支度を整えられている間に、私は榊さんを起こしに行ってきますね。
Uh-oh.
起こしに行くって由美子の場合これから寝るんじゃないの？
Sakaki.
そろそろ寝ようかしら。ドアノブが何？もしかして泥棒なの？こんな学園の寮に。
No, it's someone who has 100 in lockpick.
鍵はかけてあるからそう簡単に入ってこれないはず。諦めてくれたのかしら。さあサチ、準備は整ったし早速始めようじゃないの。第1回ツンデレ会議を。
What?
みちる様、私は別にツンデレについて相談したいわけではありませんよ。
Nothing with the tsundere species.
そうなの？私に相談って言ったらツンデレに関してじゃない？常識的に考えて。
I mean, you're not wrong, actually. You do know a lot of misinformation about tsunderes. That's actually true. I didn't think about it that way, huh?
いえ、私が相談したいのはおしゃれに関してなんです。
Oh, I mean, actually, that's true. Michiru does know quite a bit about fashion.
おしゃれっていうと服装とか髪型のこと？
その中でも服装に関してのことですね。
ああ。
それを私にね。
はい、おしゃれのことはおしゃれ発信基地の異名を持つみちる様に相談すべきだと思いまして。
おしゃれ発信基地。いい。すごくいい響きだわ。
I mean, if you're talking about who's the most fashion conscious in Mihama Academy, it most likely is Michiru.
この小峰幸、みちる様の前衛的なファッションには以前から一目置かせていただいていました。
I'm not sure if that's a compliment.
ふふふ。さすがこの私が一番信頼を置いているサチね。あまねなんかに相談していたら裸なのか服着てるのかわかんない格好をさせられてたわよ。
I mean, especially if Amane found out why it was for Yuji, yeah.
正直、あまねさんのような格好をするには胸が足りな。
って違うわよサチ。私たちは貧乳なんじゃなくて、ただ第二次成長が遅れてるの。遅刻しちゃってるだけなのよ。
I would say that Sachi's not small either, right?
私も貧乳とまでは言っていないのですが。
平気平気。牛乳いっぱい飲めば胸は大きくなるんだから。
Poor Michiru.
みちる様、ここで悲しいお知らせなのですが、牛乳を飲むと胸が大きくなるという説に科学的根拠は全くないそうです。
No, don't shatter the hopes and dreams of all those anime girls, Sachi. Don't do it.
じゃあなんでそんなデマが。まさか情報操作。胸の小さな女の子で低迷している牛乳の消費量を上げようという国家的策略なのね。
I mean, no.
いえ、違います。それよりみちる様、わざわざ教室に場所を移したのはまきちゃん対策でしょうか？
その通りよ。寮じゃ落ち着いて話なんかできないから。
Why does everyone know this like it's common sense?
榊さんも同じようなことを言っていたのですが、皆さんまきちゃんのことを警戒しますよね。
Makina knows everything, guys.
だってマキナよ。
It's the Makina. She's basically Solid Snake.
そう言われると納得してしまうからすごいですね、まきちゃんは。
昔からバカと天才は紙一重って言うからね。
Yeah, well, there she is.
はい。
で、話が獣道にそれちゃったけど、服装に関する相談ってどんなこと？
Run an errand? Alright. BRB in half an hour, I'll probably still be streaming because I want to get through as much as possible.
実はこのメイド服に関することなのですが。
Oh.
ああ、そうだ。メイド服で思い出したけど、どうしてサチって掃除とかしてない時もメイド服なの？
それはみちる様たちがなるべくメイド服を着た方がいいとおっしゃったからです。
え、それだけ？
はい。
じゃあメイド服が自分に似合うからとか、メイド服を着てないと大きな猿に変身しちゃうとか、そういうこともないの？
What kind of weird, yeah. Is the running gag in this route they go to the classroom with Makina? Makina's first guess exactly what happened? Well, I think the running gag tonight, especially the running gag is go to the class. Is Makina will find out because she knows. But if you get to the classroom, you have a little bit more time.
メイド服は動きやすいので気に入っていますが、やむにやまれぬ事情があるというわけではありません。
あんたって子はどんだけ人がいいのよ。あんなのただの提案なんだから無理して守る必要ないのに。
At this point, I think Sachi does enjoy her maid outfits.
そうだったんですか？
マキナやアマネだって 気が向いたらってくらいのニュアンスで言ってたはずよ。
She's like, I didn't know.
それにサチだって女の子なんだから着てみたい服だってたくさんあるでしょう。
いえ、今までは特にそういうこともなかったのですが。
But now she wants to dress up for Yuji because she got clothes for Yuji.
じゃあ今は違うのね。
はい、最近ゆうくんがやっぱりメイド服かと口にするのが気になって、やはり私もメイド服以外の服を着るようにした方がいいのかと悩んでいまして。
Oh.
なるほどね。
それとも私がそんなことを考えるのはおかしなことでしょうか。
Michiru's like, nah, it's normal.
そんなわけないでしょ。女の子ならもっとおしゃれしたいって思うのが当然じゃない。
I mean, that's true, yeah. You want to look good. Guy or girl, you just want, sometimes you want to look good. I don't have that inkling. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a slob. My free time, all I wear is a school uniform. And at home, all I wear is a maid outfit. That's a lie, guys. I'm not Sachi.
おしゃれしたいと思うのは当然。
まあユージくらいの牧年人になるとずっとメイド服着てても明らかな文句は言わないでしょうけどあいつだって可愛い服を着てるサチを見て嬉しくないはずがないもの。
I mean, yeah, that's probably true.
ではもし私がゆうくんから買っていただいた服を着たらゆうくんは喜んでくれるでしょうか。
And now Michiru's like, what? He bought clothes for you?
何そんなのがあるの？
Yep, there you go.
はい、この前デートした時に買っていただいたのですが、なんだかもったいない気がして着る機会がなく。
It's tough, you know. You get clothes. It's a gift. Especially the good kind.
それを早く言いなさいよ。プレゼントされた服があるならさっさと着ちゃわないと損じゃない。
Yeah, it makes it easy.
そういうものなのでしょうか。
いいサチ、いくらクローゼットの中で大事にしてたってユージには伝わらないのよ。
Wow, that's actually like surprisingly sound advice from Michiru to Sachi. Even Sachi's probably like, oh my god, she told me something that made a lot of sense.
さすがみちる様です。私久しぶりに目から鱗が落ちました。
別に私がすごいわけじゃなくてサチがちょっと真面目すぎるのよ。
I mean, that's probably true as well.
そうでしょうか。
まあ何にせよ今日私に相談してくれてよかったわよ。
It's coordinating an outfit, right?
そうなんですか。
だってこの私がサチにとっておきのコーディネートを考えてあげられるんだから。
Hooray, I guess.
はい、よろしくお願いします、みちる様。
Yep. 3 minutes left. I'm waiting for Sachi just outside the gate where we'd arranged to meet up earlier this morning. Sounded like Michiru was in her room a few minutes ago, but I doubt Sachi let that hold her up. That said, we've got to get going pretty soon or we won't catch the bus. I muttered to myself and glanced at my watch, but in the next instant there's the trotting sound of footsteps approaching from the direction of the dorm. Precisely on time as always.
すみません、少し着替えに時間を取ってしまいました。
Huh? Turn around and find myself face to face with an unknown individual. Oh man! No May outfit! Who is this person? I don't know who they are!
どうかしましたか。
Oh, it's just pretty casual parka? Short sleeve parka? Where are you supposed to be?
今の質問が謎かけでないのなら、私はあなたの彼女の小峰幸です。答えます。
True, you did an impressive job reproducing her face. There's a fundamental flaw in your little disguise. Sachi, I know, always wears a maid uniform.
それは昨日までの小峰幸です。
It's only the until today, Sachi. Say what? Alright, don't jump to conclusions. Let's say she isn't lying. Is there any other way to explain this? Did someone spike my tea?
私がこういう服を着ているのはそこまで意外なことなのでしょうか。
Downright shocking. Almost as bad as that one time where everyone else at the table started pouring sugar onto their natto instead of salt.
それは確かに驚きます。納豆に混ぜるのはマヨネーズが基本のはずですから。
I think, I think salt or mayonnaise would be, Considering her demeanor and willingness to roll with the conversation, seems this really must be the genuine Sachi.
でも、お父さんはマヨネーズと一緒にお醤油もかけるし。
What? What? Soy sauce in his mail? Oh, I'm dying. That was too much for me. Seriously, I don't think I've ever had a simple change of clothes completely transform my impression of someone like this before. In her school uniform, she comes off as a well-bred class rep type. In her other uniform, she's a very picture of a maid. But the Sachi before my eyes is the girl I knew when I was young. It's like I'm staring at a vivid memory from the days when she pulled me around the playground.
それで、私が小峰幸だということは分かっていただけたでしょうか?
Someone's a little excited there, King, about this. Yeah, I am. But why'd you suddenly take off the maid uniform?
それは、ゆうくんがやっぱりメイド服かと口にすることが多かったからです。
Yeah, I just said what I was thinking.
なので、メイド服以外の格好、ゆうくんに買っていただいた服を着ている私も見ていただこうと思ったんです。
I see. Most likely, this nicely coordinated outfit has something to do with Michiru's visit to Sachi's room just now. Not even a day after she got sex advice from Sakaki, come to think of it. Wouldn't have guessed it at first, but it seems the school is packed full of helpful types.
それに、ゆうくんは、その服はお前が着たいと思った時に着てくれればいいと言ってくれました。私が可愛い服を着たいと思う時、それがゆうくんと海でデートができる今日だったんです。
Oh my god. My brain exploding. For the first time since I entered Mihama Academy, Sachi is wearing something other than a uniform. And her motivation is the simple desire to show me how she looks in her other clothes. Should probably celebrating her taking such a clear action on her own initiative, but to be perfectly honest, I'm happier to know that she wanted to look nice for my benefit. I see. Thanks, Sachi.
いえ、私の方こそこんなに可愛い服が着れて嬉しいですから。
Oh, she's embarrassed. I must Sachi's hair around my hand, and her face goes slightly pink. They're pretty sporty clothes, more or less the exact opposite of the main uniform. It actually works for you. You look good.
それは本当でしょうか?
Yep. As soon as I expressed my thoughts, Sachi closed the distance between us in the blink of an eye. Serious expression on her face. Yeah. It sounded a little overblown, but the clothes look so natural on her that I almost believe she's been dressing like this all along. Of course, that's probably because I've still got a vivid mental image of the way she was as a kid. I mean, you know, I'm not much good at flattery, right?
そうですね。ゆうくんのお世辞は皮肉になってしまう場合が多いですから。
Well, Yuji's never sarcastic. I don't know what you're talking about. Never a sarcastic bone in Yuji's body, ever. Well, that's how it is.
でも、ゆうくんに似合っていると言われるのは嬉しいです。
Hey. Even as she speaks, there's an irrepressible, energetic grin on her face. It's not like her, in a good way. It's like I've caught a glimpse of the real Sachi, the person hidden behind her iron wall of self-denial. Perfectly fine with me if that's enough to make you happy, but the date hasn't even started yet.
はい、どんなデートになるのか、今からとても楽しみです。
We're gonna swim 50 kilometers. Wait, what? Unlike our group trip before summer break, today we caught a crosstown bus for a shaky ride to the sea. When we arrive, Sachi trots out onto the beach a few strides ahead of me. Watching as she crouches down to play with the waves while softly singing her favorite song, I conclude that her good humor hasn't been dampened by the journey. Sounds like you're in a good mood, Sachi.
はい、これからゆうくんがサメさんと血みどろの死闘を繰り広げるかと思うと 自然と胸が高鳴ってしまいます。
Yes! That's what I've been waiting for all night. Yuji versus a shark. Wait, what? Sorry to disappoint. That's not going to happen ever.
ということは、サメさんと敵対するのではなく、種族間の垣根を越えた友達になる道を選ぶというわけですね。
Oh my god. So that's been all I've been waiting for the entire night. Yuji becoming friends with Left Shark and making the memes be real.
さすがゆうくんです。ラブ&ピースです。
Yes. I'm not going to comment on your reasoning there, but if a shark shows up anywhere near the swimming area, they'd obviously keep everyone out of the water.
そういえばそうでした。
That's really not something you should look disappointed about. But anyway, Sachi's clearly much more fired up about this date than she was on the group trip. Can't exactly criticize her for being happy, even if her enthusiasm does tend to take slightly bizarre forms. Well, we're at the beach. So far, so good. What do you want to do first?
ゆうくんが望まれるなら、私はどんな遊びでも構いませんよ。
That was expected. Even so, it seems she doesn't have any specific requests for me. Okay, let me ask you something. The trip before the break wasn't your first time at the beach, was it?
はい、まだ小さかった頃、お父さんとお母さんに何度か連れて行ってもらったことがありますから。
So what sort of things did you do back then?
そうですね。浮き輪に乗って水かけっこをしたり、お母さんと砂遊びをしていたと思います。
Alright, let's do all that. Alright, water fight sounds like a decent place to start.
私はそれで全然問題ないのですが、ゆうくんの方こそ水かけっこで構わないんですか？
Sad to say, I'm pretty unfamiliar with this sort of thing. Since neither of us have any proposals of our own, following your parents' example sounds like a decent idea. You're always saying how much you love them after all.
ゆうくん。
Aww. So unless you have some objection to the plan, guess we should get changed into our swimsuits. What do you say, Sachi?
もちろん、私は大賛成です。
Enthusiastic agreement there.
お待たせしました。小峰幸水着バージョンです。
Oh snap. Settle down to wait after stripping to my swimming trunks. But it's not even 10 minutes swimming trucks? That's weird. But it's not even 10 minutes before Sachi returns from the changing room. That's a pretty fast change of clothes, by female standards.
はい、急いで着替えを済ませたので、何かが見えてしまっていても気にしないことにしました。
I really think that warrants some heed paying.
すみません。どうしても着替えにかける時間が惜しく感じてしまって。
Yeah, you never know when a girl will show up and be like, hey, that guy looks hot. Sachi will be like, what? Well, now I've completely lost the will to lecture her. Guess I'm a typical male in some respects.
それから水着は前回と同じものになってしまったのですが、問題なかったでしょうか？
No need to worry about that. Novelty is always nice, but I don't want you splashing around the water in maid clothes or anything.
わかりました。ゆうくんがそうおっしゃるなら、メイド服の出番はまた今度ということで。
Wait, she has an amphibious maid uniform debut? That's gonna happen? How did I know? Also, as a risk aversion measure, I'd like to avoid playing in densely occupied areas. That alright with you?
それはもしかして私の身を案じてのことでしょうか？
Yeah, no different from scuba diving or whatever. The first priority is making sure your buddy's safe.
バディ、つまりここでの私はゆうくんの相棒ということですね。
Eyeball! I think you've misunderstood slightly, but whatever. Unless you have an objection, how about we get going?
はい、心の準備はできていますので、なんならもっと人気のない場所でも。
Sachi's little flight of delusion comes to an abrupt halt as we make our way past the beach house. She freezes on the spot, staring fixedly at the nearby stall. Something wrong?
見てください、ゆうくん。サメさんのフロートがレンタル中です。
Shark floats! So they are. Okay, let's go.
見てください、ゆうくん。サメさんのフロートがレンタル中です。
Okay, let's go. You can just say you want one. Muttering in mild exasperation, I hand over a few bills to the white-haired old man behind the counter.
すみません。このサメさんが橋の下に捨てられた猫さんのような瞳で私を見つめてくるもので。
Somebody likes sharks! Strikes me as a slightly self-serving account of events.
しかも青ザメからシュモクザメまで取り揃えているとなると、どのサメさんにするか迷ってしまいます。
don't seem very interested in the Sachi Orca, though.
だってシャチとサチって似てるじゃないですか。
Fair enough. I see. The girl seems to have a fairly unique method of classifying sea life.
決めました。今回はこのジンベエザメさんにすることにします。
Good. Sure about that?
はい、そうと決まれば早くこのサメさんを海に浮かべましょう。
Sounds like a plan.
見てください、ユウくん。私今サメさんに乗っています。
Yay! As we wade out from the shallows, Sachi slides herself on top of the shark float, calls out in a happy tone of voice. So you are. Looks fun.
どうしたんですか、ユウくん。さっきより元気がなくなっているみたいですが。
No, I think you've just gotten yourself worked up to a fever pitch.
確かにそうかもしれません。このサメさんにまたがってからなんだか胸の高鳴りが止まりません。
Yo, man, I remember like seeing those floats and stuff as a kid and going, I want one of those. And then I learned how to swim. And I was like, I don't need these. I used to swim for like hours.
例えるなら、こう三国志の豪傑呂布が関戸場にまたがった時のような力強さが。
Oh snap! That's some pretty high energy. I've been wondering this for a while now, but why do you love sharks so much?
それを語り出すと2時間ほどかかってしまうのですが、よろしいですか？
Yo, alright guys, it's time for 2-hour discussion about sharks time. Do me a favor and squeeze it down to 3 minutes.
わかりました。では簡潔に説明させていただきますが、私がお父さんとお母さんから初めて買ってもらったプレゼントが
Ow.
サメさんのぬいぐるみだったんです。
Well, somebody's horny in the chat. Guys, Sachi's talking about why she likes sharks. Stop staring at her butt. You wanted 2 hours to explain that?
いいえ、本来ならそこから私がどのような形でサメさんへの愛着を深めていったかのお話を。
Yeah, I think I'll take a pass on that, but rest assured, I'm fully convinced that you're a shark fanatic without peer.
ありがとうございます。
Should you really be thanking me for that one? Well, we're fated to part with Mr. Shark here in only 3 short hours. But enjoy it to the fullest while you can.
はい、サメさんとのコンビネーションを駆使してユウくんに水をかけまくります。
Well, splashing him into submission. Very well, you better come at me with the determination of a Marine storming Vietnam's fearsome Iron Triangle.
望むところです。
Lots of splashing later.
ユウくんは強すぎます。
Her stamina completely exhausted, Sachi trudges along at my side, moaning reproachfully. The limp, deflated shark float under her arm eloquently tells the tale of our fierce and tragic battle. Lost because you stayed on that shark until the bitter end. Severely limited your mobility.
一方、ユウくんは長い間水中に身を潜めてからのゲリラ攻撃でしたから、出現予測も難しく。
Yeah, simple application of the underground tunnel strategy the VC adopted in reaction to the American reliance on Agent Orange and aerial bombing.
おかげでユウくんの体力は底なしだということを思い知らされました。
This is literally a Vietnam joke you're carrying on a little bit longer, yes. Muttering to herself in a disappointed tone, Sachi drops limply to the sand and draws a few long, ragged breaths. For that lengthy struggle, I guess it's only natural that she'd be a little tired. That said, you've got nothing to be depressed about. You did pretty damn good to hang with me as long as you did.
ありがとうございます。
Feel like taking a short break? And put playing with sand on hold for a while.
私なら大丈夫です。まだやれます。
Just, from the sitting position on the sand. What, now she's a bloodied boxer trying to convince the referee for another round? So you say, but I just saw you more or less collapse onto the ground.
それでも平気です。あれは水かけ用の体力で、砂遊び用の体力はちゃんと温存してありますから。
Sure, fine, let's leave it at that. Alright, since you're that determined, let's move on to the sandcastle.
はい、前回来た時に見つけた絶好のサンドアートスポットがありますので、誰かに取られてしまわないうちに確保しましょう。
Oh snap, got an expert here. Is that really going to be an issue? Sachi pushes herself off the beach and strides off with newfound determination. Mumbling a few dubious words to myself, I follow in her wake.
それじゃあまたねお姉ちゃん。
バイバイ。
目つきの悪い兄ちゃんもまたな。
Ah, evil looking. Right. After changing back into our street clothes, we say goodbye and watch children scamper up the orange-dyed beach. For our side towers a structure that's less a child's sandcastle and more a genuine castle of sand. Apparently Sachi missed her chance to build some castle or other the last time we were here. The two of us began reconstructing it, but Sachi's silent, diligent labors, reminiscent of a well-trained recruit digging some massive ditch, quickly attracted the bustling crowd of curious children. In the end, we integrated them into a large-scale operation. You're popular with the kids everywhere you go, aren't you?
私にその自覚はないのですが、マキちゃんは話しかけやすいオーラが出てると言っていました。
And Yuji's like the exact opposite. And our approachability, huh? Come to think of it, I felt something like that when I met her as a child.
でも、あの子たちが手伝ってくれたおかげで、とても立派なお城が作れました。
Put that on Snapchat. Sachi gently runs a finger around one parapet of her masterpiece. Her expression is filled with the satisfaction of an artist who's fulfilled their goal, but also tinged with a definite hint of fatigue. Looks like you used a lot of energy, though.
いえ、レイちゃんも時間いっぱいまで私のことを見守ってくれていましたし、まだまだ大丈夫です。
Going to guess that Ale-chan is her whale shark. Not sure when it got a name, though.
見てください、ユウくん。海がとても綺麗です。
Actually, very good water graphics right there. Yeah, what's with the setting sun? Yeah, what with the setting sun and all?
前に来た時も思いましたが、やっぱりこういう景色も素敵ですね。
It's pretty. Smiling fondly, Sachi stares off into the vividly colored horizon. Watching her face from the side, it's almost enough to make me forget about the burdens she's carrying. Hey Sachi, you have fun today?
はい。今日は私の人生の中で一番楽しかった日と言ってしまってもいいかもしれません。
Aw. You enjoyed it that much, huh?
はい。サメさんの浮き輪に乗って水かけっこをして、砂遊びでお城を作って、まるで小さい頃にユウくんと公園で遊んでいた時のような楽しさを感じてしまいました。
Those water graphs ain't no Sumaru Sunshine. And this game was also very much lacking in the nipples department, as evidenced by Super Mario Sunshine with Mario's nipples in it. You're right. In Super Mario Odyssey, I mean. You're right. Mario has Sachi beat. Sorry. True waifu of video gaming is actually Mario. Best water graphics and best nipples. Sachi expresses her feelings in unusual detail, gesticulating enthusiastically. Her happiness is so obvious that I'm forced to give myself a mental pat on the back for inviting her. I see. That's definitely good to hear.
そういうユウくんは楽しかったですか?
Hadn't quite expected this question. For a moment, I'm at a loss for a response.
楽しくなかったですか?
No, I did enjoy myself. Wasn't half bad messing around like a kid again.
それなら良かったです。
You want an exclamation point Mario? You want to add a comment? Alright, let's do it. There you go. You now have an exclamation point, Mario. Why'd you ask?
それは周りの反応ばかりを気にして自分の気持ちなんて考えていないようなところが昔のユウくんにはあったからです。
I mean, you're not wrong. There you go. Sachi for Smash Ultimate. I would not disagree. If we could add more people to Smash Ultimate, I would gladly take more people. More play. I don't care if there's 400 playable characters. I'll try all of them once. So that's how Sachi saw me as a kid. Maybe I did back then. People do change. You used to be a tomboy who pulled people around the playground, remember? You really think so? As I suspected, Sachi's still plagued by regret, more convinced than ever that she's consciously blames herself for what happened. Her voice has grown thick with grief, as if she's barely suppressing the desire to shout out bitter apologies. Alright, guess that's enough reminiscing for one day. Let's get going before the buses stop running. When I cut off the conversation, Sachi jerks her head up to stare into my eyes. Something wrong? Okay then. Her reaction just now clearly suggested she had something to say. I'm not going to drag it out of her. After a moment's pause, I begin to walk up the beach toward the nearby bus stop. Oh. Oh. It's a scene. What? We get to see Yuji's face again, guys. I forgot what he looked like. Is that what he looked like? I don't know, man. I have to rewatch the first live stream. That instant, I feel something pulling on me from behind. I turn back. Sachi's reached out with one hand to grab my sleeve. Sachi? Call her name, but there's no immediate response. You have something you want to say? Oh! Oh, snap! Oh my god, she said something she wanted! Huh? Oh! Oh! It looks like Hajime Hinata? Nah. Hajime Hinata has a lot more spiky hair. Short hair. What are you talking about? In response to my decisive, let's get going, she offers outright resistance. There's no real logic behind her objection. It's selfish, emotional demand, nothing more. To hear such words coming from Sachi's mouth is so surprising that I find myself entirely lost for an answer. And even as the silence stretches on, her hand maintains its timid but steady grip on the sleeve of my shirt. Sachi. Her face is downcast, her eyes avoiding mine. Can't make out her expression, but I can tell that her cheeks have grown red. Normally speaking, this would be nothing but a cute moment of selfishness, sort of thing girlfriends are generally entitled to. But in this case, it represents a serious violation of Sachi's internal rules. I understand what you're saying. So could you let me go for a second? My words finally snap Sachi out of this little reverie. She jerks her hand back as if bitten by a snake. I came for circle. All she ever wanted to do is play with Yuji. You know what? Actually, that might be true. This might be the true full circle. Like, because when she lost Yuji, she lost everything. Like, her world was flipped on its head. And obviously, she lost her parents that day and stuff too. But now that she has Yuji back in her life, she just wants to play with him. Just a little longer. Sachi bows in flustered apology, voice tinged with regret. Judging from her reaction, it's obvious that her behavior right now was a pure, spur-of-the-moment reflex. She clearly hadn't seen it coming any more than I had. Okay, I understand that was a slip on your part. I can't promise you I'll forget it. Tell me something. If you knew it was a bad thing to do, why'd you grab my clothes in the first place? Don't want to lose him again! Even so, there's no way you would have said anything like that before. Oh my god! Playing the music! This is the music that like gets me pumped. I don't know why in this game. Like, this is the music that makes you go, oh, things are happening! So why now? Why do you think you said that, Sachi?
分でもわかりません。
So I haven't quite realized it yet, huh? Not consciously, at least. Okay, Sachi. Have a serious conversation.
真面目な話ですか？
Yeah. Sachi's ever going to regain what she needs to be whole again. This is where things have to start. This is my chance. Silently steeling myself, I stare directly into Sachi's eyes. Do you remember what I told you on the rooftop?
学園の屋上でということは、私たちが付き合うことになった日のことでしょうか？
Yeah, I told you I was going to help you be yourself, right?
はい、あの日の言葉はしっかりと覚えています。
Sachi closed her eyes as if to recall the scene in question. In other words, Sachi, I was saying that right now, you're not yourself.
私じゃない。
Kiss her? No, no. Let her be herself. Let Sachi be Sachi. She's been a good girl. Let her be her. Because, you know, there's no such thing as an infallible human being. This is a route. This is why we're going down the Sachi route. It's for Sachi's sake, you know? No? You know, there's a little Yuji sake in there too. But this is for Sachi's sake, I think. I think that's the intention here, right? That's right. Blaming yourself entirely for events from your past. Focus on being a more perfect good girl than anyone else. Never asking for anything. Keeping a tight lid on your own thoughts. Obeying every order you receive like some kind of robot. That's the person you are today. Yes, let her have that little bit of selfishness. She wants to play a little more at the beach. Let her say it without regrets. Yes. Sachi, I never realized.
じゃあ、もしかしてゆうくんは私に何があったのかを。
Of course I know about the accident on your birthday. I know how you've lived since then. That said, I'm not going to tell you the path you chose was wrong. Not too selfish, mind you, right? Why do you look so surprised?
だって今の私が私でいられていないとしたら、それはいけないことだって言われると思う。
Hey, you have to do what you have to do to survive. Well, from a normal perspective, maybe it would be, but unfortunately, I'm pretty warped myself. I don't want to judge you. I just want you to realize something.
気づいてほしいだけ。
Hey, welcome back. You're a creature. You're up to the most important part, I think. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah. In other words, you have to find the answer on your own.
自分で考える。
Why did you make that selfish request just now? What do I want you to realize? And finally, how should you live from now on? Resolve. This is a formal request. I know full well you can't turn it down. You're a good girl who does what she's told, right? In other words, you're not going to refuse.
それは。
That said, I don't care how long it takes for you to figure it out. It shouldn't be an unreasonable demand since there's no deadline.
確かにその通りですが。
So, do you accept? Oh, she has to think about it. She has to hesitate now.
はい、わかりました。
It's about herself too, especially. Thanks. It's a familiar exchange. So you entered Miyahama Academy, I've heard it dozens of times. Faced with the request for help, Sachi nods her head and answers with the words, yes. Hai, wakarimashita. The gears shift in her head. A new task assumes top priority. Secure in the knowledge that my order has taken effect, once more begin to walk up the beach. On the bus back to Mishima Cape, we sit side by side in silence, gazing out the windows the whole way. It's a slightly unfortunate way to finish the beach date Sachi had been so enthusiastic about. But in exchange, we've taken a crucial step forward. For the first time, the pathological good girl was outright selfish. In return, I offered her 3 cryptic questions. And what's more, she learned that I'm familiar with her past. All of these events undoubtedly caught Sachi by surprise. Her head's likely packed full of questions, her mood unsettled and anxious. She's confronting a change in herself that she can't understand, and struggling to decipher the meaning of the problem I set for her. In these matters, there's no mathematical formula to apply in order to get a correct solution. No simple cause and effect like pulling a trigger to kill a human being. For that very reason, Sachi has to find the answer herself. To realize what she's overlooking. Oh, that was a drop of water. That's her only chance to regain something like normality. Oh, and then 3 days pass. Oh, it's so good. So good. It's so good. If I wasn't starving to death, I would still continue, but I am starving to death. That means I need food. So it is unfortunate I can't make it past the 3-hour mark tonight, but we have taken a crucial step forward with Sachi. And oh my god, this is written so well! I'm enjoying myself. Oh my god. Oh god. You know what? You know what's even better? I call like half the things that are happening before they happen, and still it's enjoyable. It's still enjoyable. This game is so good. Oh my god, I'm enjoying myself so much. Oh man, Mondays are a great day, man. I mean, like you know what? I'll be honest. I enjoy playing games, but I've definitely enjoyed this so far. 10 months and counting of the Fruit of Grisaia. I think I'm going to continue to enjoy it. You know what? I don't know if she's the best route yet. I still don't know. I will pass judgment once I've done all the routes and given myself like a break to think about it. But I am really enjoying this one. Like, I am definitely enjoying... you know what? I enjoyed all the routes. Like, I enjoyed Amina's route, surprisingly. Or not. I don't know. I enjoyed Michiru's route, definitely. I enjoyed Makina's route. There was a lot of ups and downs in Makina's route as well. In fact, I think the order I'm doing this is not bad. And hopefully we'll end strong on both this route and on Sakaki's. But anyway, for now, this is animefanrk2k. Thank you very much for tuning in to tonight's Monday night live stream. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself as much as I did. No, not even as much as that. Just a fraction amount of what I did, because I enjoyed myself so immensely. But I hope you guys did too, for the most part. And I will see you guys next week for another Monday night live stream, or any other streams I do on my Twitch channel. So peace for now. Have a good night. And thanks for watching.